Salutations, my fellow dandies. It's me, Jack Dandy, and we're back in Pokemon Legends Arceus for maybe the final time? I don't know. I honestly don't know how much more of this game's left. It feels end of gamey, but we shall see. Salutations, Cauliflower Prince. Salutations, Amy. Yes, let's murder everything to show what a good person we are, indeed. So we have been exiled from the village because the space-time rift has started to go out of control, and they finally put two and two together and realized we may be connected. But we have my team. Adorably, my Arcanine and my Ursaluna don't like each other. They've just been sizing each other up and fighting. Everyone else just taking a nap, except Maniac, who has just been angry at me. Everyone else is just like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of this. I'm just gonna go to sleep. But yeah. So I need to go and I came up here to set this picture up. I forgot to actually get rid of my items at the box. So let's go and do that real quick. But yeah, we need to prove that we had nothing to do with oh no, that one. Prove that we had nothing to do with everything that's going on, and well, let's hopefully get reclaim access to the. Oh, so annoying. Reclaim access to the village, so that I can buy stuff again. So putting Pokemon into the weapon factories. There's a different game for that's coming out soon. There's a game. Oh no, I need to target. I will be playing that when it comes out as well. Pal Park or Pal World, whatever it's called, where you can actually enslave your Pokemon pals in factories. So, did I have a good dinner? Yes, I had a very impromptu goat cheese pizza, I think it was. It was in the fridge, and I went, yes, that will do. I don't have revives left. I have a max revive. I need some medicinal herbs to craft more ones, so I shall keep on the eye out. I should keep my eye out for medicinal herbs as I go. I should just try and catch stuff as I go as well. Oh, stop. Stop making me waste all my great balls. How many can I craft? 55. I mean, I guess. Well, no, actually, because I'm on the cusp of learning the recipe for Ultra Balls. So let's make 25. I don't use up all my tumble stones. Dang it! There we go. My normal strategy of just bonking them in the face. I don't know why I'm walking over there, honest. I can just fast travel over to the... Where do I need to go? I can just fast travel over here. Why don't I make normal Pokeballs for the scrubs? It's honestly, the ingredients for normal Pokeballs and Great Balls isn't that much different. So there's not much in it. You, what in the world did you do? Look at the size of that rift. You call that a rift? This is a rift. If lightning starts pouring from it, all the Pokemon in history could be thrown into a frenzy. The entire clan is in a panic now. I should have known the only thing that would come from that rift was disaster. Never mind then. Is that really all you came to say? Look, you needn't try and put on a brave face. That was not a brave face I had. You've been a help to the Pearl Clan, and we know what kind of person you are. Must be said, for every sympathetic ear you might find out there, you may also find a detractor who fears your presence. I am equally, well, loved and feared, which is exactly the balance I strive for. I truly do wish that I could repay you for quelling Cleaver's frenzy as you did. You must know that. Well, there's nothing I alone can do for you. Warden Mine might be able to help you, though. She's a caring woman, after all. I couldn't give a shit. You'll mostly find my the Worn Bridge. I believe it's a very significant place for her. I'm certain that somewhere in the vastness of history there's a place for you as well. The gutter. You don't find my pack? No, I don't think they did. I guess it takes a while. My lost satchel's still in the Coronet Highlands. Sadly. Someone will find it. But yeah, it might just take... I don't know, I guess it just takes a while. I mean, the only thing I lost out of that I really care about was the shiny stone. But I can get another one. Wow. Wait, where does it want me to go? The Worn Bridge. Okay, well, let's fast travel over here. In fairness, I replaced both of the Pokemon that I had on my team that I needed the MP for, so I now no longer need the MP. I mean, I guess I still need them eventually for my Pokedex, but yeah, I don't need them in short order. Where am I going? This way. So I got distracted by something shiny. Like, literally, I got distracted by something shiny that time. That's not Dawdle. I don't have a whole lot I need to do. Can I break this? I feel like I can break this. Nope, can't break that. Looks like one of the ones I could break. I was thinking maybe there's like a hole in the ground with some secret mons, but... Whee! Whee! I don't remember her voice. My, what a frightful sky. There, she should have said my, as in, my, I'm my, what a frightful sky. Such a disturbing sight would be enough to put anyone ill at ease. You don't know what brought this about, do you? I'm trying to find out. God, I look so distressed. I suppose it was too much to expect that you could already have an answer to all of this. I heard from our leader what happened. You can't return to that village of yours, can you? But I'm afraid the Diamond Clan cannot be the ones to save you. The Diamond Clan could end up at war with the Galaxy team if things went badly. Yeah, so? The Galaxy team are morons. They are... everything they can do because of me. They are incompetent. You would win. I could beat them. I think you would regret that as much as anyone. The Great Weirdear took a liking to you. I want to offer you my support, but... forgive me. I cannot help you in this. Do not abandon hope. Time solves all things. Soon you will be dead, and it won't matter. And besides, you seem to have a talent for making your own way in the world. I have no doubt you'll continue to find a path to walk. Yeah, because I could add a place to go where I could eat potato mochi at the end of the day. Am I responsible for the butthole Diablos in the sky? I don't know that I'm responsible for it, but I can definitely understand why they would blame me for it. I did come out of the butthole. Hi, Shinx. Well, even if the humans have abandoned me, at least I still have my Pokemon. I should capture those and I should capture those 3 and put them in a box. They'd be happier that way. I think this is Volo. Strange events seem to follow you wherever you go, don't they? Yeah, it's Volo. Obvious bad guy Volo. Found you at last, Dandy. I've been looking all over for you, you know. What would I do if I were to lose one of my favourite customers? I've literally never bought anything from you. I mean, I bought stuff from the Ginkgo Guild, but don't worry, I've already heard what happened. A good merchant knows well the importance of staying abreast of all the latest news. I feel like I should have gone with my villain voice with him early, but I maybe I can lean into it over the course of the rest of the game. It seems you're in quite the pinch. No place for you among the Diamond Clan or the Pearl Clan, to say nothing of how poorly the Galaxy team has treated you. But not to worry. There are still corners of the History region where we can stash you away in secret. I was just going to leave. I'm going to go to Galar. Apparently they've got like Dynamax battles. That's pretty cool. I know a spot that will be the perfect hideaway. Leave it all up to me. I think I've been abducted. I need an adult. I am an adult. Oh, here we are. I know, it's no palace, but you know the saying about beggars and choosers. And you're less than a beggar right now. Oh, so I guess this is where he lives. Where am I? Oh, it's the Ancient Retreat. It's a whole new area of the map. Neat. Oh, there's an old lady with a hat. Lady? Possibly a lady. Shirking your work to come pester me again. Even beneath a bleeding sky, you never change. Always a pleasure, Mistress Cogita. But I'm afraid I'm not here today to learn more of Hisui's myths and legends. No mistress, thank you. Just Cogita. And this is... Why, Dandy is the man of the hour. He's the one who quelled the frenzy of all the Pokemon nobles, believe it or not. Ah, the poor wretch you spoke of, lost in time and space. Danger, Jack Dandy, danger. Dear me, lost one, it seems I'm able to fulfill my duty at long last, thanks to you. Lost one? Duty? I clicked, but I either of those questions would have been acceptable. Indeed, I am to guide you, lost one, for the task of preventing great disaster falls to you. The rift in space-time must be mended. The anus must be plugged, lest time and space themselves be thrown out of balance. But come, you may enter my dear hideaway. There's much to be told. I mean, it doesn't look very big. There's more space out here. I'd feel more comfortable talking out here if that's... oh, it's bigger. It's quite big on the inside, actually. Never mind. She's got quite a comfy bed. The space-time rift is said to be a portal to innumerable other dimensions. In one such realm, far and farther still from ours, dwells almighty Sinnoh. The Diamond Clans? The Pearl Clans? I mean, both, really. The expanse from antiquity to eternity, and the expanse to all sides, above and below. Time traces the path we tread from here and now into the future, while space yawns all-encompassingly, surrounding us in every direction. You see, don't you? The two together, time and space, comprise all creation, the universe. How can one claim that either is greater than the other, as those two clans do? They're inseparable. Like the girl and the boy leader who, are clearly boning on the side. They're inseparable. Perhaps the truth is clearer to a wanderer such as you, one who has known other ages. Now, listen, lost one, here is what you must do. History holds 3 lakes of great importance: Lake Verity, Lake Valor, and Lake Acuity. At each dwells a Pokemon said to embody one aspect of the mind. Complete the trial each will set you, and bear their gifts to the shrouded ruins. There you may receive the red chain. With it, perhaps you can bind the world together. Or beat it to death. Up to you! Bind the world, you say? You mean it won't close the rift? Kindly spare me your doubts, young man. I know the old words of what they bid us do. How true they are isn't mine to know. And regardless of their truth, I am bound to pass them on. How callous of my ancestors to leave their legends to children without a thought for the hardship it would cause them. But here we are. You know your duty, and you'll do it, won't you? So is she... I guess she's supposed to be Cynthia's ancestor? Of course. Yeah, I'm pretty boss. I have 6 Pokemon. There is nobility in knowing what must be done and seeing to it. Oh, hang on, God's calling me. Sup? Don't trust her. I know I say that about everyone, but trust me this time. I said don't trust the other guy, and look, you got kicked out. Damn it, stop ignoring me, I'm God! Oh, you were in so much trouble. Mistress Cogita's got a lovely workbench here. Is that a euphemism? And if you need materials, I'd be glad to help you. I am always happy to do business with you. What about the pastures? That is a problem, isn't it? What shall we do about that indeed? Abba! What was that cry? Now we have a lost Pokemon as well as a lost child. Do see to it, please. How could I refuse you, ma'am? If my Pokemon all followed me to this base, off we go, Dandy. I guess they needed to do that somehow, otherwise it could be possible like, okay, I'm going to take this team of incredibly weak Pokemon out so I can level them up. Oh God, I've been exiled. I can't access my Pokemon. Oh, it's Abra. Hello, it's an Abra. Where did you teleport in from, little fellow? And it's got a letter addressed to you, Dandy. You take a closer look at the letter. To Dandy, you may use my Pokemon as a go-between to access the pastures in Jubilife Village. I've also ensured that you'll be able to utilize our base camps without issue. I have every confidence in your ability as an Adept Survey Corps member to bring this bizarre situation under control promptly. Sincerely, Silene. Survey Corps Captain, Galaxy Expedition Team. Good tidings from the letter, then. It's a secret. Now then, I'm just going to ignore you. So, we're to visit 3 lakes. It doesn't sound like an easy task, that's for sure. It sure would be wonderful to have a kind soul who might help us out. Quite the opportunist, aren't you, Volo? Such a consummate guild merchant. I've managed to reassure my people for now. The wardens are keeping a close eye on their nobles too. Seems all's quiet for the moment. And so, here we are, with nothing better to do. But still, we'll never get away with openly aiding you. If we were to undermine the commander's direct orders, relations would grow strained. I mean, could we just kill Commander Komodo? I feel like that would solve all of the problems. We never explore the possibility of murder enough. I'm not saying it would work. I just feel like we should just consider it, like put it on the table, like a plan C. Just no. Okay. Long story short, want to help, but without drawing attention, so it'll just be one of us. Me or her. It's up to you, though. The answer should be obvious. Well, choose whose help you want on the path ahead. Adamant of the Diamond Clan or Iridir of the Pearl Clan. I wonder if this determines which legendary I get. Well, Adaman's voice is easier to do, so I'm going to go for Adaman. Obviously, you'll choose me, right? Who gave you that Celestica flute in the first place? That's right, this strapping young man. Yeah, I choose you. You can be my new Pokemon. Thought so. You can count on me. So then the leftover leader will... Leftover? I'm not someone's scraps. I will keep watch on the commander. I imagine I'll hear something useful from him. Of course, of course. And the lucky chosen one comes with us to the lakes. We can fill you in on the details as we go. Well, the first task will be to decide which of the Hisui region's 3 Great Lakes to visit first. Right, and we'd better get a move on. No time to waste. I'll meet you wherever we decide to go. We'd be in hot water if we were seen travelling together. So just send like a Starly or something with a note attached to its leg. I don't know. I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you to handle this, Adderman. Don't cause Dandy more trouble. No. Okay. Yes, cool. All three. Right. Well, I mean, I can access my Pokemon, but I'm good on that front. Do I want to craft anything? I'm good on that front, really. Oh, I can craft a revive. Whoa. Insane. I need more green shards and red shards. Shards generally. I need to dip my head into more time-space portals. I don't do that enough. Can you send me stuff? Nothing. Great, okay. Alright, let's pick a lake. So, where are you headed? So there's a lake in the Obsidian Fieldlands. There's an outbreak of Bedew. Crimson Mirelands, Alabaster Bar. Let's go to the Crimson Mirelands, and maybe we'll run into a shiny Bedew. Because Bedew are easy to catch, which means I can just run up and bonk them with a ball. I don't have to fight any of them. Oh, it's right there as well. Look at that. Look at that. So that's not it. Where's the... Normally, it's like a group of 4 of them together. Ah, there's the outbreak. What you do is you just go... Bam! 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 Ow! Bam! This is how you Pokemon train. Come back here, you. Stay in the ball. There you go. Reported Pokemon seem to be gone. Okay, I quelled the outbreak. I don't know that any of those were shiny, but I caught a good amount of them. Still grab some satchels on the way, if we can. But I'll try not to get distracted too much, because it's very easy. I mean, I've been reading about people who are like, oh, I've spent like 15 hours in the first area, just catching, just catching whatever. It really feels like there should be a way to go higher with this thing. Because if I summon him back again, we shoot up into the air. So there should just be a way to just shoot back up into the air again. Oh, it's a Lickitung. I don't have one of you. Yeah! Evolve you into a Licklicky. One of the worst Pokemon. I mean, Lickitung's not great, I'll be honest, but... Ah! Hang on, let's get my... Where's my grass kicker? I want this Onyx. I want this Onyx to tend my fields. I'm going to turn him into a Steelix. Let's just do a regular Leaf Blade. Okay, that was still too much. Dang it. I'm too strong. Oh well. I'll seek out another giant Onyx at some point. Got new side quests on this love map, are there? No. I just really want, like, big Pokemon in my farm. I feel like that's a noble aspiration. There you go. Off. There you go. Don't forget the medicinal leaks. I picked up enough for one revive, so I'll get some more as I go, but I don't need them. I'm not going to go out my way for them. Do you know about Lake Valor? It is said to have been formed by a volcanic eruption much like Lake Verity. Though there are also other theories that say it was carved out in the midst of a Pokemon battle. This lake is protected by the Pokemon Azelf. When Azelf took flight, the will to do what needs doing was born in people's hearts. So that is what legend would have us believe. I wonder if I don't think that I. Oh, they might be actually. I don't know if the forest, if the lake Pokemon are in this game or not. I guess we'll find out. A legend would have us believe. Oh, hang on. What's up, God? Alright, solve the quest. Use my God phone. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm surprised it took them this long to sort of point the finger at me and be like, yeah, I think this kid might be linked to this disaster. Oh, a cave appears where there was none, as if just for Dandy. In we go, Dandy. I imagine strong Pokemon could wait inside, protecting the Pokemon on the lake. Take care. I mean, I could buy some... Oh, okay, I guess you want Sammy stuff from here. That'd be too much to ask for, that a travelling merchant has stuff on the go. Let's see what we're up against. Ah! It's like a Hisuian Quillfish. Quillfish? Is that what his name is? Quillfish? Whatever, we'll catch him in a second. A menacing Pokemon waits before you. Watch it, Dandy. I've heard about this one from my grandfather. Those quills, they're venomous. Can I catch this one? Fishy me! I guess we'll find out. See if it even gives me the option to catch them. The Alpha Overquill. Ah, grass. My boy. Okay. Not off to a great start. So it's poison, so let's use my Psychic. Okay, I can use a ball on it. Man, this just makes me really annoyed that I don't have my Ultra Balls for this. Alright, try Zen Headbutting it, see what that does. Seems to have no effect. Oh, damn it, it must be dark poison. The worst kind of poison. Alright, we'll just heavy tackle it, because you're about to die anyway, so we might as well just... I could have hypnosised it, I guess. That probably would have been a good use of your efforts. Okay. Tuft, you're up. Rock Slide. Yeah, that's... Oh, dang it, why is everything weak against everything that I throw out? Alright, Insector Hatchet. Try just take a few hits for me, alright? I'm not asking for a huge amount here. Like, use a agile... Good. Okay, that's exactly the right amount of damage I need from you. Oh, come on! Just take a hit! You guys suck so much. Alright, I'm gonna try and catch it, so just stay alive long enough so that I can. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to max revive someone. Alright, we'll try it. Oh, no, damn it! I pressed the wrong button. Well, I killed it. That's my dandy. You feel a mysterious presence. Let me just check. I'm pretty sure they will... Hey, Azelf. I'm just going to check for something real quick. Because... Okay, now I can evolve one. I don't have to catch. It's not like a one and done Pokemon. Kyun! Show to me unyielding will. Strike me if you can. Oh, we get to do a boss battle with Azelf. Did those bombs just appear out of nowhere? I guess you're meant to throw them at Azelf. Try to hit Azelf with bombs. Okay. It appears to be toying with me. You seem to hear a voice inside your head. Will you abandon this folly? I'm not through yet. Come on, I need to believe in my hearts. I need to believe in the eye of the... Okay. You seem to hear a voice in his head. It seems you had best give up. Will you continue regardless? I'm not through yet. My middle name is determination. Or stubbornness, or, you know, one of them. Okay, I'm not gonna throw it, I'm gonna... Bah! Would you like to play in easy mode? Give up, you struggle in vain. Will you yet press on? Until he starts looping dialogue, I'm not quitting. I got him. Believe in the heart of the cards. Salutations, Sadralis. I believed in the heart of the balm, and I pelted him. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. That was the trial of persistence. I got Azelf's Fang. Proof you've completed the trial set by Azelf, the being of willpower that lives in Lake Valor. The item is needed to forge the red chain. So I wonder if I can catch Azelf later. 2 more to go now. Because I'm sure... Hang on, we're in the Mylands? Yeah. Catch one and report back to the professor. Yep, so I can get an Azelf because it's in my Pokedex. So I guess I can... Maybe that's a post-game thing for me to do. I feel like Adamant could help with this part. Look, there are so many parts of this entire adventure that other people could have helped me with, and they chose to just leave it to the child. Looks like that worked out well, Dandy. And then they're like, oh, we can't possibly assist you now that the world's falling apart. It might cause some political tension. Gotta admit, you sure know plenty about Hisui, Volo. And that's right. You could say it's because I'm a merchant, but mostly I'm just naturally filled with curiosity. I want to know exactly what happened in the past, what led us to this particular present. Or more accurately, I suppose, I want to know where I came from and where I'm headed. I want to know my path, so to speak. Did he come from the butthole too? I think we'd all like some answers on that. I don't properly know how he came to worship Almighty Sinner in the first place. I've even got some questions about its true nature. I could text him and ask. No? Weighty matters for us to ponder for sure, but we have an important task before us. Do you want to return to Mistress Cookeator's home? Let's go back. No point dawdling. Perfect. I'd like to see what she thinks of our progress. I mean, do we need to go back? Can I just not go to the next lake? Ah, Azel's Fang. So the legend told it's true. Then the red train... So the legend's told it true. Then the red train must be real as well. Ingo shows up. What was that about a red train? No, a red chain. Oh, choo-choo. I guess, but this all makes no sense to me. These Pokemon represent our minds, and they'll give us this thing. What? And it'll let us bind the world and solve all this mess. But how? Why? Your doubt suggests a keen intellect. I see you're not your clan's leader for nothing. I'm doing Volo's voice there. Without the mind, where the rift were to widen and the very world to end, would we even know it? One might even say the world, time, space, or creation exists only because our minds are there to perceive it. Perhaps the red chain's purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is. Oh, it's like, insight. I get it even less now. Such a myths, my child, teaching us about the world in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge us to think more for ourselves on the nature of Almighty Sinnoh and on the nature of the world in which we dwell. You're absolutely right. Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, all we have to do is complete 2 more trials and we will get the red chain. How nonchalant you sound, but confident of success to which you contribute nothing. You tag along only for the chance to gawk at more ancient ruins. You little bitch. By the way, did you know you can phone God? I don't know. I feel like I feel like a lot of this situation could either be made worse or better by me communicating a bit more. Just sort of explaining to them, by the way, God gave me this phone. They kind of don't ask any questions about where I got... Yeah, I need materials. I don't need to buy the actual items. There's... Like, yeah, I don't know if explaining where I got this stuff from would make the situation worse or better. Let's go to this one since it's highlighted. Like, I wouldn't have said I can phone God as like an opening statement. That probably would cause a certain amount of suspicion. But I feel like at this point it's probably worth mentioning. I haven't been over here. Let's go. Wait, where did I... Don't mind me, little Apom. It's creepy how quiet everything is at the moment because of the... Well, just because, yeah, the world's ending. What's that thing? Oh, it's just... I thought there'd be more. I thought there'd be more. It's a Lucario! It's an alpha Lucario! Get in my ball. Oh, okay. He's gonna fight me. Oh, he's level 70. He's filled with a wild might. Wild might kick my ass. Dang it! This might be a bit too much for me, but let's see if Brain Deer can get a shot off at him. Take the hit, or don't. I mean, it was a Dark Pulse. You are a Psychic type. He is 35 levels higher than you. 25. Tough, do your thing. Which is... die. Yep. Alright, Insector. It's going well again. First thing I said, fall out of the anus, meet the people, say hi, I fell out of the space anus, I spoke to God, he gave me a way to talk to him. I mean, I feel like that would have just got me exiled quicker. And then, you know, Arceus is the kind of, you know, petty dick that as soon as you try and show people that you can text God, he just goes, no, I'm not replying. It's like, God's being awfully quiet, isn't he? And it's like, damn it, God, you're embarrassing me in front of the... You're embarrassing me in front of the townsfolk. Man, if I only had my Ultra Balls... Oh, maybe I should just try and kill it. Well, I'm about to run out of Pokemon, so... I guess let's hit it with some strong Bitter Malice. See if we can't kill it. Nope, well... Nope. Okay, bye. Peace out. Okay, probably need to make a quick pit stop back to camp real quick. Heal up. That went about as well. Just throw a rock at him, he got 1 HP. I feel like, yeah, I probably could. I could have, like, max... The thing is, if I had more stuff to sort of throw around, I could have max revived and then thrown another one at him, but I have a feeling I'd do that and his health would be back to full, and it would just be like, well, congratulations on wasting your healing stuff. Because, it's that kind of game. I think there's a side quest here. Oh, it's the balloon race guy. The world's kind of in peril, so of course I have time to do a balloon race. I tell you, there's no better way to stave off the cold than to run around and burst balloons. I can create... this is the wrong voice for this guy, but I run the balloon race in these parts. Would you care to have a go? Just need to burst as many of my adorable poke balloons as possible riding a Pokemon. The blast, really? If you managed to burst, say, 30 balloons, well, that'd be an impressive start. You can find me anytime, so let me know when you feel like testing your skill in the balloon race. Total of 50. 2 minutes. Easy. Like I said, world's about to end. Perfect time to... Oh, this is... I see, he wouldn't have shown up until I had all the Pokemon I needed to... Nope, wrong animal. There we go. Ah, dang it. Oh, there's a Rowlet. I can... Oh, dang it. Yeah, so I guess this guy doesn't appear until I've got the Braviary. Oh, dang it. This one's difficult. Okay. I need to get the angle exactly right. I guess it's probably just as soon... Oh, god damn it. Alright, hang on. Maybe I can... Oh, no. No, I just wanted to turn off... I can't turn off the friggin' bird. Oh, he's so... He doesn't... His dive is so shit. It's like he goes at a very specific angle. It's so hard to control. Like, I can't even get him to go down fast enough that I could go and get some more balloons from out of the air. Alright, well... This one I might come back and do on my own time, because I feel like that one's going to be a bit frustrating. Like... Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. I was thinking, man, this dive is really lame. I'm sure I can go down. Right, hang on, I was pressing the wrong button. Let me... yes. I want to try it again, but... Let's finish off... Let's try and finish the game. Like I said, the world's in peril. I can pop balloons once the world's safe, I guess. I was just dashing. I was thinking, man, this dive sucks. I'm not nearly going like vertical enough. I'm just going horizontal. That's because I was pressing dash instead of dive. Let me out. Hang on. There we go. It's a Ruffler. I forget the grass kicker is weak to his own to flying, which is his own friggin' type. Okay. Top Tuft, you go. You should be okay. Don't kill it. Okay, well, good. You didn't kill it, I suppose. Let's try that again. Don't kill it. You killed it. Alright, well, I guess I'll get that on my own time as well, then. We're not adding History and Bravery to the team anytime soon. Here we are, Lake Acuity. You know, I've been told it actually contains seawater as well. Nobody knows why, though. It could be a fluke of geography. Or perhaps it's connected to a Pokemon somehow. It's just a Gyarados vomiting constantly. I don't know why a Gyarados would vomit lake water, but who else would? It's got that big mouth. Lake Acuity is protected by the Pokemon Uxie. When Uxie took flight, the knowledge to solve problems was born in people's minds. That's what the stories say, anyway. Like, you'd think that... I mean, there's definitely a statue of Arceus somewhere, and I feel like the symbolism on the Arc phone and the light that comes off of it, people would look at that and go, yeah, that's like a god light. A tool that could make caves appear from nowhere is quite a handy one to have. Let's go, Dandy. I imagine there may be Pokemon in there protecting the lake's guardian. Take care. Alright, see if I can... I guess I should revive just in case I need Grass Kicker. So I wonder if these are like the last 3 Hisuian Pokemon. In these in these 3 caves. Oh, okay, well there's one of these. I already have one of these. But it's an alpha, so I'll try and catch it. Kawow! I know you don't need me to tell you this, Dandy, but I still got to say it. Be careful around that thing. I generally do, but... So he's Ghost Normal. Which is annoying. The Ghost Normal is like really annoying, because it means that fighting is ineffective against it. So are Ghost moves. So are normal moves. Dark moves are strong against it, which you've got, so you can go. Okay, hang on. I need to get closer, obviously, just to trigger the fight. Kawow! Exactly, it's an alpha Maniac. Let's see how you like a strong crunch, which sounds like some kind of snack bar, I realise. Oh, perfect. Yep. That sounds about right. Alright, you will die. You might be okay. Question is a Great Ball my best option here? Probably. There we go. I caught the one I already have. But at least I have... And now I have an alpha. I could just swap Maniac out. It's 10 levels higher. Knew you could do it, Dandy. Feel a mysterious presence. Cute. Sup, Uxie? You gonna make me throw sweets at you too, or... Gum, I will test your knowledge. A desk appears. Combi, Zubat, Unknown, Magneton, Dusclops. How many are there eyes? Tell me each one by one, yet all at once. Answer me. Alright, repeat that. Combi has 2. Zubat has none. Unknown has 1. Magneton has 3. Dusclops has 1. I think. So that's 7? Oh, no multiple choice. Oh. Not the total. Shit. Combi. What was it? Combi, Zubat. Fuck. What was the order? Combi, Zubat. The last one was Dusclops. And then Magneton. What was between... Unknown. So, Unknown, Magneton, Dusclops. Answer me true if answer you would. Oh, is that wrong? Hang on, let me check my Pokedex. I thought I knew that one. Oh, Combi's got 6 eyes. Right, okay. Try again. Alright, 6. 0. 1 for Unknown. 3 for Magneton. 1 for Dusclops. Yawn! There we go. Only got Combi wrong. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Yeah. Salutations, JBD. I got Uxie's Claw. Proof that you have completed the trusted by Uxie, the being of knowledge. I'm smart. It's useful that they let you do it more than once. They're normally tests that determine the fate of the world aren't quite so generous. Just one more to go. What's happening? So the world's ending, possibly. It might be my fault, but we're not sure. It probably isn't. I probably just related. So I'm traveling to the 3 Great Lakes of Sinnoh to do a trial from each of the lake spirits that live there, so that I can build a chain, so that I can close the demon butthole in the sky there. I assume all went well, Dandy. Still, I must wonder, why don't they just give us the red chain? Why are this running about? I guess I can think of 2 reasons. To keep the chain safe and to test us. I mean, it's not that safe, because again, they do let us just trial and error it. Perhaps you are right. Who knows what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands, after all? Though, having said that, isn't the red chain for mending the world? What use would some villain have for it? Who can say for sure? Maybe the red chain has some other use besides mending the world. Well, you could well be right. I guess we'll have no way of knowing until we get the red chain ourselves. Now, let's take this obvious villain with us, so that he can use the chain to do whatever it's obviously going to do. So, shall we return to Mistress Kogita's home? Yeah, let's go. Wonderful. Then we will see if Mistress Kogita has any more insights to share with us. Uxie's claw. Didn't even know it had claws. They're tiny. They're like cat's ones. They only pops them out when he wants to tear up a curtain. So that's Uxie's claw. I sense a warmth to it. That's just because I've had it in my back pocket. That's just my warmth. The Pokemon of the lakes are strange. They seem to play on your mind somehow. Indeed, yet we may want to add just a dash more speed. Things in Jubilife Village are tense. What makes you say so? It seems a Pokemon's been glimpsed on the other side of the rift. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants informed me that Commander Kamado has raised a force, not to survey the Pokemon, but to subdue it, should the need arise. They just looked up into the rift and there was just a giant eye and they went, "Oh, we're gonna need a bigger Pokeball." One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants. You make it sound as if you're not one of them. Now, if a Pokemon truly were to appear from beyond the rift, what would become of everyone, I wonder? Oh, it'd be delightful. That settles it, Dandy. There's no time to lose. We've got one material left to find for the red chain. Let's go get it. Without distraction. Unless another one of those balloon mini-games come up again, I guess. But they can't help that. That's the spirit. I'll come watch this historic moment unfold too. Watch? Is that all you really do? Remember, once you've sought the third lake and found what's needed for the red chain, make for the shrouded ruins. Thank you, Diantha's great-great-great-grandfather. Brother? Grandfather. I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be Diantha's ancestor. Be weird if she wasn't. I think he's already tried this, failed miserably, and has now been waiting for someone else. I think it's just, I think he realised he couldn't do it. And is now, like waiting for the prophesized child to appear, which is me, because I'm awesome. And, yeah. I mean, he's like I said, he's blatantly a bad guy, because he's the only character in the game who has even given me any kind of, like, interest in the wider story beyond just, hey, this sucks. We should try and quell these, I don't know why this is happening. And he's like, oh yes, we should try and get all of the plates. Show me your plates. I want to look at your plates. Arceus. So yeah. Blending in. I feel like she knows he's evil. Yeah, she definitely has a lot of contempt for him, even if she doesn't necessarily know that he's a bad guy. See that roll into Braviary? That's the kind of technique you only get when you're a Pokemon master handler like me. Dive bomb. Hey, unknown. Oh, I don't have any. Well, I got a load of these, so you can get one of these. Silly unknown. I need to go and find all of those at some point. I've only got 2 of them. That's like the second one I've been able to find. They say this lake actually used to be a volcano. Then it erupted, leaving a huge crater that filled with water. And so Lake Verity was born. It is protected by a Pokemon called Mesprit. It was when Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. Oh, that's how the old tales go, anyway. I like that Adaman is still surprised. He's like, it's the 3rd time this has happened, Adaman. Calm down. And another cave appears. I was too busy being amazed to mention this before. The professor was right. That arc phone of yours is incredible. Again, I feel like they would have just beaten him up and taken it from him at this point, but let's do this, Dandy. Mistress Cogita seems quite intent that you would have to prove yourself to all 3 of the Pokemon that guard these lakes. This challenge was never for the faint of heart. I mean, honestly, apart the fight aside, the actual, like, challenge after the fight has been pretty lukewarm. There's something about this place I can't quite put into words. Oh, it's dank, that's what it is. Oh, it's a Hisuian Gudra. It's a big snail dragon. Chance that thing, Dandy. Prove to the Pokemon Lake how strong you are. So I do have an ice Pokemon now. No, I don't. I keep not getting an ice Pokemon. I keep thinking that I've got one, and I don't. What's strong against Dragon? Dragon, Ice, and Fairy. I think you might be the only one with a Fairy move, Dirt, so... You're up! I really like Gudra. I'm not super keen on Hisuian Gudra, I gotta be honest. Regular Gudra is adorable. Hisuian Gudra is kind of... I feel like it's been possessed by a parasite. It's got a growth on it. Oh. Oh. Well, fuck. Okay. Guess it doesn't really matter who I send out, does it? Oh, hey. That's super effective. Nice. Well then. Do it again! Strong triple arrows! Yeah. Dead. I already have an alpha Sligoo, so I can get an alpha Goodra whenever I want. I'm not really bothered about that one. That's the way, Dandy. I can tell by watching you and the Pokemon you've caught in those little balls truly understand one another. Now, let's see about the Pokemon on the lake. Alright, Mesprit, what do you want me to do? Arm wrestle it. Yo! Your emotions, share them with me. They're yours. So it speaks from its mind straight to yours. Makes sense for a Pokemon that embodies an aspect of the mind, I guess. When you fell to this land, what stirred in your heart? Bewilderment. How did it feel to bond with Pokemon and work together? Heartening. I feel like there's no wrong answer here. What did you feel when you mingled with Hisui's clans? It's a wide world. What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team? I felt bitter. Take this piece of the spirit. That one doesn't feel like much of a challenge, honestly. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Also, I've just realized I've given Arceus and Commander Komodo the same voice. So hopefully they're not going to be in a scene together, because that would be weird. I got its plume. Proof you've completed the trial set by Mesprit. The being of emotion. Bye, Mesprit. I'll come back and catch you later. Enjoy your freedom while it lasts. I can't even imagine what you must feel like. What that must feel like. Having a Pokemon talk to you without words. Well, the world's full of mysteries, I guess. No point dwelling. I can hardly even be surprised at things like these after seeing the sky itself so warped. That was the third try, which means that's it, Dandy. You've done it. It's just like, now how do we make it into a red chain? Just clack the three together. It's just like, maybe you have to, I don't know, slot it together like a piece of IKEA furniture. Like maybe there's a flap I can... It seems we finished the 3 lake trials. If I remember correctly, we were told to then head for the Shrouded Ruins. I don't know what could await us there, but I'm always excited to explore some ancient ruins. Let us be on our way. So where are these ruins, actually? I thought these were different ones, but... The Shrouded Ruins. So that's Regigigas, I recognise. Oh, there's Basculegion, Palkia. Hard to tell what the other ones are. Mist is so very good at obscuring things. It's long been said to blur boundaries. If we're to somehow bring together the world of humans, the world of Pokemon, and the world of myth, then maybe we need a setting such as this. That being said, what are we meant to do now? Seems I've made it in time. Showing up when only the time's right, huh? With age comes wisdom, I guess. Yes, well, I was smart enough to stay out of the way of the lake spirit's way. I had the aid of a rather remarkable Pokemon, if you really wish to know. Right, but how do we make this red chain? I would hardly know. Oh, I was kind of hoping you would. We speak of a divine instrument, one said to be capable of binding the very world. Do you really imagine it can be forged by mortal hands? Just off to the side, Dandy's there, just going clack. I've done it. I figured it out. There were flaps. Then what are we doing here? We don't have any more time to waste. Oh, what's up, guys? Ah, the Pokemon of the lakes. They're angry. Oh, I see. It's like a. I thought it was going to be like a chain, but it's more like a what do you call it? Like a suppression type binding collar type thing. Like a seal. That's the word I was thinking of. So it was true. The pact our people had passed down for all these generations has been kept. At last I can set this burden aside. You've succeeded once again, Dandy. Yet things do not seem to be going so well for the rest of the world. What's that supposed to mean? I've had some news from my fellow merchants in the Ginkgo Guild. It seems that the commander is going to forego waiting for our investigation to finish. He plans to climb Mount Coronet himself and just wrestle with the with the Pokemon that comes out of the giant crack in the sky. Like Cthulhu comes out and he just grabs it and starts sumoing it. What's he thinking? Even if he makes it up there, what can he do against a giant rift in space-time? Well, he doesn't yet know that our Dandy has managed to get the red chain now, does he? That's right. We've got to let him know that it'll be all right now that we have the red chain. Even the commander should see reason then and call off this foolhardy plan of his. It was going to be like, we got the red chain! We got the red chain! It's like, and? What's it for? And it's like, I'm not sure. We haven't got that far yet. I think maybe I need to fling it into the hole. I thought Akari was just, like, freaking out on her own. Dandy, welcome back. It's been grim here. We in the Survey Corps hardly even speak to one another lately. I've just been standing at the side of the road, having a mental breakdown, but then you ran past and snapped me out of it. But with you back, maybe Captain Silene's appetite for potato mochi will return. Anyway, wait a minute, will you? I'll go and let the captain know you're back. Oh, my dear Dandy. The professor's been awfully worried about you, Dandy. Of course I was worried, but I don't think I could hold a candle to the distress you showed, Akari. That's blowing it out of proportion. I mean, you were in, like, what do you call it? Like a broken mental state when I showed up. I don't think it's appropriate for an adult to make things up just to hide their embarrassment. But, where is the captain? Wasn't she coming along with you, Professor? She's buried under a mound of work, I'm afraid. We're to join her in the Survey Corps office. It seems her hands are more than full now the Commander's gone. The Commander's gone? Well, he set out for Mount Coronet with the Security Corps in tow. He is determined to handle this whole space-time rift business himself, including dealing with the Pokemon that's been spotted on the other side. That's why I was filling in for the regular guards with Pikachu at the ready. Well, we aren't getting anywhere out here. Let's head inside and report to the captain. Again, I feel like we should just let Commander Kamado die on the table and then swoop in. Just because I feel like the situation would be resolved a lot easier if Silene's in charge. Although, again, she is like the great-grandmother of Cyrus, who, again, tried to destroy the region, so it's a tricky situation. She's like the great-grandmother of a bad guy, so it's... But she seems cool. I don't know. So you managed not to die, just as I ordered. Well done. It's Adaman. No doubt your own past deeds earned you any help you may have received. Before moving forward, I must ask. I assume that you are here again because you've managed to learn something of use. I got this red... Okay, well, I meant to do the red chain one, but I flicked it back up. Go on. I got this red chain. And then... Now I'm here. A legendary tool set to bind the very world. Commander Kamado is no longer here in Jubilife Village. The Security Corps had been scouting the area near the space-time rift, and they reported sightings of something on the other side of it. Something that resembled a Pokemon. The commander made the decision to take the Security Corps to the mountain so as to prepare to fend off any possible threat. They were to make for the temple at the peak. However strong the commander himself may be, he should have gotten Dandy to help. As the captain of the Survey Corps, I hereby order you to proceed as follows. Dandy, take that red chain to Mount Coronet, make your way to the peak, and put an end to all of this. You are officially reinstated at your former rank. Can I get rank 6, please? So that I can make Ultra Balls. Are you certain you can do that with the commander away, Captain? Just shrugs, just goes, fuck it. If he didn't wish me to decide things in his place, then he should not have left me in charge here. Then I'll go as well. We're all in this together, we members of the Survey Corps. I mean, ignore the fact that I abandoned you a little while earlier, but naturally, no one suggested you should not. Can I please get rank 6 now? Thank God, I can finally get my Ultra Ball recipe. You've made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star. Bang! With this, you've officially attained the rank of 6th star in the Galaxy Expedition Team. You can now use Ultra Balls. Pokemon up to level 80 will also obey your orders reliably in battle. The words blah blah blah. And Ultra Balls! Yay! 1 Apricorn, 2 Iron Chunks, and 2 Tumblestones. Ooh, that is expensive. And Max Potions. 1 Citrus Berry and 1 bunch of King's Leaf. Continue to dedicate yourself to completing the Pokedex if you hope to rise higher in the ranks. I wonder, I probably need to turn in... Can I turn that in here? Yeah, record what I've got. Okay, no, I am a fair few points away from hitting rank 7. That's fine. It was worth a shot. There's a Lucario here. Hello. Ah, you fought with my dad on the mountain the other day. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. Gruff! Something the matter, Lucario? I'm Rai. This guy is also, again, I think he's a descendant of a character from Diamond and Pearl. Not Diamond and Pearl. Yeah, no. Diamond and Pearl. What's his name? Anyway. Ryan or something. And you are? Okay, you're Dandy. Nice to meet you. Woof. What is it, Lucario? Grrr. It seems Lucario sensed your strong aura too. If you're willing to battle us, could you come to the training grounds? Yeah, I can beat up your Lucario. Apparently there's another request in this building somewhere. Oh, there it is. There it is. Might as well grab all the requests while I'm here. Ah, if this is one of our beloved customers, might not trouble you to help me a little with a little survey work. In my family, we've always passed down tales of some ancestor that lived in a village around the avalanche slopes, but I've never been able to find any hint of such a settlement ever existing. I'm beginning to doubt the tales are true. But everyone wants to know about where they came from, don't they? So help me out. See if you can find any evidence people ever lived around the avalanche slopes. Okay. In the Alabaster Icelands. Alright, that's a side quest I will do off stream. No more side quests in town. Might as well go and beat up this Lucario. It's not like the fate of the world is at stake here or anything. Ingo? I must tell you, Dandy, journeying with you has given me a new ambition. I wish to make the joys of battling Pokemon more widely known in this world. I can call someone for you to battle if you would like. Who can I conduct here for you? Wenton Brenzisu. Not interested. I understand. It's only natural to wait to board until you have a destination in mind. I hope to serve you again. Oh, cool. Okay, so I guess Ingo can just pair me up with random people. Where's the... He said in the training ground, didn't he? Oh, really? A grit rock? Not even worth doing. Oh, I would have got a leaf stone if I'd done that Burmy mission. I could have evolved my Voltorb with that. Oh, and that gives me a linking cord. Out of photography. What was the photo in Daggero's... I can't remember which photo it was. I might pop in and see if I've got that. Oh, and Crunchy Salt. I've had that for a while. Yeah, that's... Twice Spice Radish. Ah. That's up there with the sand radish. Delicious. Alright. Nothing that I need to get urgently, but... Oh, I triggered a cutscene, never mind. There you are, Dandy. Irida's already headed to Mount Coronet. How are things looking here? The commander is already at Mount Coronet. He's already started up the mountain. He must be more reckless in that dignified manner of his lets on. Not that I can blame anyone for wanting to avoid wasting time. Well, alright then. Guess I'm going after him. Let me go first, Dandy. If you were to show up with no warning, there'd probably be a fight. Time's a wasting. See you there. Who is the reckless one? Hey, you got run out of the village, right? But you still try to find a way to help us all. Yeah, I'm pretty cool. That's right. Dandy worked hard to get that red chain to help us. Too right, and a fine job he did too. The Survey Corps is always hard at work for the sake of everyone here in the village, as well as for the sake of our relations with Pokemon. Thanks. Here, take this. It's just like a leaf. Oh, a max revive. It's actually quite useful. I stole that. Your orders are 3. 1. Make for the summit camp, and from there, the Temple of Sinnoh. 2. Use the red chain to resolve this mess. And 3. Return here alive. Only you, Dandy. The other 2 I'm not too fussed about. Okay, I guess we aren't going to go and turn in some side quests then. Never mind. Just going to buy some medicinal herbs. Do some crafting. That's cool. We're out here now. I've heard the latest. So you've been accepted back into the Galaxy team, have you? I suppose congratulations are in order. Here, some max potions for me to celebrate. Handy. It looks like the big moment is upon us at last, but no doubt it'll be fine. After all, you worked so hard to earn that red chain. That delightful red chain. Oh, it's so... I love the colour of it. Can I look at it for a second? Can I hold it? I'm just going to stand over here with it. Both Adaman and Irida have headed to the peak as well. My good friend Dandy, I wish you great fortune in the battles to come. I would truly regret losing one of our most beloved and loyal customers. Again, I haven't bought anything from you. It seems Kamado intends to use the summit camp as a base of operations for this undertaking. As for me, I think I'll set up shop closer to the temple itself. Bye. Ah, things certainly seem to have gotten out of hand. Well, if anything goes wrong, the great Melly will be here, for moral support at least. Tubular. And then Melly is nowhere to be seen. Thanks, Melly. You're a champ. Right, how many Ultra Balls can I craft? 28. I'm out of iron. Can I craft anything else that I actually need? 11 max potions. Don't mind if I do. No, wait, that's not what I want. Do some shopping. No. Everything's so expensive. Like, it is so much cheaper just to make this everything yourself. Alright, in the box, in the box, in the box, in the box, in the box. There we go. Did we already... Yeah, we already fought a thing here, didn't we? Moonview Arena. Oh, there's a request. I forget which Pokemon we fought here, but I guess we did one of them. Maybe it was Ursaring? Oh, thank goodness you passed by. Please, I need you to rescue my Spheal. Its adorable round body causes it to go rolling down the hill, and it's headed straight for the Stonetooth Rose and Boulder Ravine. Those areas are full of dangerous Pokemon. You're that new Survey Corps member everyone's talking about, right? Please help me find my dear Spheal. Later. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everyone knows that Spheals are just like blubber and stuff. No one wants to eat any of that. Low battery? I'm plugged in. How can I possibly have a low battery? Hang on. Oh, this is going to be awkward. Oh! My USB became unplugged at some point. There we go. Bosh. Electrode? Was there an electrode? Oh, Elekid. Elekid. Bam. Oh. Don't fight me, Elekid. Just get in a ball. I like how the yellow's gold on the Ultra Ball as well. There we go. Don't mind me, Electrify. Ow, I said don't mind me. Ugh. That never works. And I don't know why. That guy's moved out of the way now. You fought Electrode. When did I fight Electrode? Oh, that I see. That was it was the Electrode that I fought in that arena. Sorry, I read that message well after that thought had escaped my. I got distracted by my USB cable. Bless that little fella just dancing. I know. It's doing all dance. Oh, still alive and kicking. Sorry about having to shadow the wallflower. I'd much rather be there now serving up some freshly grilled potato mochi. But the Taskmaster Commander has gone and left me to oversee our food supply. He always finds a way to put even these old bones to work. While I'm handling that, I suppose I'll handle you as well. Time we got rid of you once and for all. I don't understand. I know you hate my potato mochi. I'll make myself plain. As Commando's right hand, I'm charged with executing all the gritty deeds Commando can't or won't do himself. I gave him my word I'd get rid of any fools that might dream of getting in the way of his plans. And besides, it's not just Commando who longs to live in a new home free of feral strife. His dream is mine now too. You've seen my smoke bombs before, right? Well, this is how you're meant to use them. He was a ninja all along. When I heard you managed to quell those nobles one after another, oh, did it ever make my blood run hot and my heart pound. At last, one final opponent worthy of my great ninja techniques that have been left to moulder all these long years. Oh, who would have guessed the Potato Mochi Man was the bad guy? That one I actually didn't see coming, so that's kind of cool. Damn, his Pokemon are strong. Alright. That's fine, though. Play rough. Strong. Okay, I thought that'd be super effective, but it wasn't. Fine. Then, horsepower it! More like bear power. Oh, look at him. Look at him doing his little ninja poses. Look, he's doing the little hand signals as well. He's like a proper little Naruto kid. Oh, Dirtmore died. Sorry, I was distracted by his little tuny over here. Alright, he's poison fighting. Which means grass kick is not... Poison's good against... Actually, poison's not... Is poison good against grass? No, it's bad against grass. So grass kick would be good for this. Let's figure which way around that is. Come on, do some more hand signs. Like I'll make him attack, and maybe he'll do some more hand signs. Go on. Go on, you little tuny. Go on, do him. Don't look at Gardevoir. Yeah, there you go. Oh, stop interrupting. I want to look at his hands. I want to see him doing his little... Oh. Ugh, fine. Give it a strong crunch. I guess the fairy cancels out the dark. That's fine. Say, could you stop standing over near me and calling me a tuny and go stand back over where you're supposed to? Fine. I'll take this fight seriously, I guess. I can do that too. Well, I could. So he's psychic fighting, which means X-Scissor. Okay. I'm really bad at figuring out the type advantages. Oh, dang it. Alright, Aerial A should do it, but I'm worried that's not going to be strong enough. Just Giga Impact. Strong Giga! Terror Impact! There we go. It seems my ninja techniques will soon be consigned to history. I mean, maybe, like, teach them to people rather than cooking potato mochi? I don't know. Very good, young one. Very good indeed. It's only a foolish ninja who tries to keep after a target they know they cannot beat. And he just beans you in the head with a shuriken. And to be honest, I don't hate you. Might actually like you after a fashion. At least for the skill you show in battle. But listen well, Dandy. Pokemon are truly terrifying creatures. Kamado and I saw our hometown burned to the ground by maddened Pokemon running amok. We lost plenty of friends and comrades that day. That's why Kamado came here to history to try to build a new home where people could live free from fear. But to achieve something truly great, you sometimes have to take extreme actions. If, hypothetical as may be, a Pokemon were to appear from within that space-time rift, Kamado might lose hold of his reason. Save Kamado from himself, by force if you must. Ah, he's a good friend. Do that, and I'll stuff you full of more delicious potato mochi than a human stomach can handle. Okay, well, you've put me off the idea of helping you now. Seriously, I don't like potato mochi. It's just... It's really not that nice. Oh, my Pokemon are all healed. Neat. I wish they were more leveled. But that's fine. So there's the spirits. Oh, it's just random cave doodles. Let's ignore it. I wonder what other townsfolk are going to suddenly appear and be like, now, time to fight me, I'm a samurai, secretly. Oh, hey, Volo. Well, this is it. Have you bought everything you need? Man, 3,000 for a max revive? Such a fucking rip-off artist. I'll make do, it's fine. Ah, it's the newlyweds. You've brought the red chain? Dandy, you're the only one who can stop whatever is unfolding atop the mountain. That Pokemon's apparently been sighted through the rift. I think it may be Almighty Sinnoh. Heading towards the temple. My phone rings. It's not me! Oh. I don't know who that is. It's, my bad. I accidentally opened up a... I mean, I should know. Being God and all, but I really don't. Oh, this is the temple from Diamond and Pearl, though. I know this. Oh, hey. Oh, he's wearing the... He's wearing the same armor that, one of the Elite Four guys wears. But he's like medieval. What's the exclamation mark on my pack? It's just because I picked up some packs from some other players. I haven't turned them in yet. It might be that someone's found my pack, but I'm not in any rush. You again. I've heard that this red chain of yours will bind the world. I assume that to bind the world means to hold the world together, keeping it as it's meant to be. A welcome idea, but can I truly put my faith in such tales? I'm actually quite interested to see a family tree, because there's so many of these characters are supposed to be ancestors for characters from Diamond and Pearl, or from other Pokemon characters. Like, he's blatantly supposed to be the Elite Four guy. What's his name? It's gonna bug me, because I know it. I don't even think he's the Elite Four for... I think he's the Elite Four for X and Y, not for Diamond and Pearl. Yeah, Wickstrom. It's the exact same armor. He's from Kalos, which is the French place. You're not a ninja at all. It is interesting though how turning the armor black and putting a bandana on does make it look like samurai armor as opposed to medieval armor. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, and they have similar hair too. Huh. Wickstrom. Trust me. Okay. I'm clearly going to have to fight him. What? Do you think even the red chain is some trick on Dandy's part? He worked mightily to get that thing, and I should know I was with him the whole time. I saw him rise to the trial set by the 3 Pokemon of the lakes. If he somehow concocted all of that on his own, then what hope do we even have anyway? Perhaps you are right. But if I were to simply place my faith in this boy, and that faith would have been betrayed, then how could I possibly face my people? Then work together with us. Should something go wrong, I'll take complete responsibility. Fine. Enough. Fine enough. Let fate decide what happens next. Whichever of us is stronger will prevail. Yeah, I told you I'm going to have to fight him. Face me with your Pokemon, Dandy. Today we battle in earnest. Yeah, typical Pokemon. We're at the end of the game, and no one still has 6 Pokemon. Oh, he's got a Bravery, though. Which might be a bad matchup for my Ursaluna. I don't think Fairy's good against. Let's just try a normal play rough. No, he avoided it. Cool. Oh, come on. I even used a normal attack so that I... whatever. Never complaining about it. Right, hit him with some strong rocks. Or crunch him, either way. If he wins, does he crucify you? I feel like you should have specified the terms before accepting the fight. Yeah, they were quite vague. A max potion? Oh, come on. You really are the friggin' ancestor of an Elite Four, you cheater. Crunch him! And he gets to attack as well. I swear, they cheat so much in this game. Alright, Brain Deer, you can at least take a hit. I really need to find you a better attack than tackle, though. But whatever. Strong tackle! Ah, okay. Ooh. That's a big opening move. Alright, Zen Headbutt. Okay, that wasn't that great. But another Zen Headbutt. Oh, why do you mean he avoided it? It's a Snorlax. Oh, alright. Well, there goes another Giga Impact. Friggin' nuked my Brain Deer. Grass, kick his ass. Before he decides to heal it again. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I only got 2 Pokemon left. I really don't want to have to go and grind in this game. Giga Impact, strong style. Make it so. I mean, in fairness, there's been 0 consequence for losing Pokemon battles so far. He'd probably just tell me to go away and try again. Oh, that's a bad one. I really don't have anything that's any good against this guy either. Just strong X-Scissor. Okay. Okay, Maniac. I might need to sacrifice you because I don't think you can do this. I know Pokemon's all about believing in your Pokemon, but I don't believe in you. Try it. I mean, absolutely have a crack at it. They got Frostbite. How? Yep. I was right not to put my too much faith in you. Cool that you gave it Frostbite, though. Alright, oh, come on, at least let me get an attack in. You prick. I swear, they just cheat. The trainers in this game cheat so much. Clefable, okay. No, you let me attack, you prick! God. Okay. I have one more revive. Clefable is Fairy. I forget what's good against Fairy. Could just get a few level 70s alphas and cheese the fight. Now we'll win with the team that I've got. I just need to figure out who's best to bring back to life. I forget what's good against... I keep thinking Dark's good against Fairy, but I don't think it is. I think it's Fairy's good against... No, Dark is good against Fairy. So maybe I should bring Hot Tufts back to life. Or... No, not Maniac. Yeah, alright. I'm going to max revive... I'm going to max revive Tuft. I could check, but that's cheating. So it's up to you, Tuft. Give him a max crunch. I'm just gonna be over here. Oh shit! Dang it! It's the other way around. It's Fairy strong against Dark. Well, no, okay. Do I heal him or do I just try for an attack? I might have to go into 150. Right, let's try. This is all I've got to go with now. Alright, it's fine. It's faffing about with stats moves. Strong Raging Fury! Don't miss! Oh yeah, that wasn't great. Well, shit. Can we try again? Yes. Okay. Do they keep... the only thing is they don't get any XP. Alright, this is fine. I just need to... Oh, hang on. Oh, I was going to put a different Pokemon at the front. Because I know he's got a Braviary. I'm not going to lead with my Ursaluna, but whatever. Now I know which Pokemon he's got, I can kind of plan for it slightly. But I don't really know what more I could do than what I did, because he OHKO'd most of my Pokemon. Okay. Play Rough didn't help here, so let's just do a Strong Slash. Not great, but better than the Play Rough did. Oh, come on. Oh, I did use a strong move that time, in fairness. Okay. Tuft. There we go. Alright, we're 1 for 1. And there we go. Now, see, last time I sent a grass kicker to do my fuck because he has fighting moves. But then he's got a psychic move which has killed him. So let's try Brain Deer this time. Oh, that was going a bit too well. Oh no, you survived! I mean, yes, that's it! I knew you could do it, Brain Deer! Okay, Hypnosis is good. I might lead with Hypnosis on this next one. If it actually let me attack. No, of course not. Of course not. Yeah, no, that's fine. Just come in and murder my Pokemon. Right, it's fine. If Grass Kicker can get off a grass attack on him, he's dead. He's 4 times weak against grass. Boosh. I know your weakness is Golem, because I used to be my again. There's a point that you were one of my favourites. I still don't know what's strong against Fairy. I think Ice might be. Can I have a go? No? Okay, that's fine. Just do 3 moves in a row then. That's cool, Clefable. Yeah, that's great, thanks. Such a goddamn cheater. I don't think I have... Yeah, it uses up my... I don't even have my max revives this time either. Screw it. All in. Giga Impact. He's still got a max potion as well, so... There's a good chance he'll just heal him at this point. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, Maniac does have ice, but... No, Maniac doesn't have ice damage, he just caused frostbite. That's different. Because it was a ghost move. Ah, stop healing yourself. And stop killing my Pokemon. God damn it, I might need... I might actually need to go away and train slightly. This is irritating. Ah! Oh, dang it. Like, it's right at the edge there. Maybe if I mean, if I don't go in with Ursaluna as my starter, maybe if I go in with... You caught a higher level Maniac. Yeah, I did, but I want to do it with the team that I actually, like, have been using. Like, you know, like an actual Pokemon journey. I feel like it would be worth more. Let's try going in without Ursaluna, because it's a ground Pokemon versus a flying Pokemon for the first matchup. It is a poor matchup. There we go. Make him use up his max potion early. Come on, give me the crit. Tank it. Good lad. Tank it again. Damn it, Hot Tuft. I believed in you and you failed me. Alright, Brain Deer. Great. Great. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, no, not that one. Ah, come on. Tank it. Damn it, I need reindeer. This is going about as well as you can hope. I don't know why I used Brave Bird, that has recoil. Oh, well, it's 2 damage. I think I'll live. Oh, he said I got Clefable early. Well, that doesn't help me. But cool. Fuck, I don't know. Just punching it. Cool. Okay, that's not effective. And there's its stats lower. And there's Psychic. And there's Grass Kicker. Alright, this might not be the one. Ah, god damn it, I really don't want to go and grind to train fight this guy. So irritating. Damn, is everything weak against Fairy? I'm so annoyed because I'm just going to Google it now because I'm not going to win this fight. What is actually good against Fairy? Poison and Steel. And that's it. Great. Fighting. Dragon, Dark. Okay. Well, I have no Poison or Steel moves, so that's handy. Oh, come on, really? Great. Oh, yeah, of course. You get to use your moves when you throw out your Pokemon. I hate this guy. I'm now going to take damage because of the friggin' splinters. Yeah, and he's going to immediately attack because of course he is. He's going to kill him as well because he's going to... Yep, there you go, Jagged Splinters. Maniac actually might be a decent matchup against him because... Right, that's not going to work. So let's try a Strong Snarl. I don't know what other moves Snorlax has, but he might not be able to actually hit me. Alright, I guess it's Swift. See how that's any better? Nope, okay, I guess fighting moves still work against it. I mean, it's Ghost. I feel like fighting shouldn't... it's annoying that the normal... I would have thought the Ghost would have made fighting moves void, but I guess that isn't how that works. Oh no, High Horsepower's a ground move. And not a fighting move. That's why it works. Okay, never mind. Fuck. Ah, this is annoying. Okay, we're going to have to go and grind somewhere, because this is... I don't have to grind much. Like, I'm on the cusp of beating him. These are the satchels I picked up. Let's turn those in so that turns off. Revives aren't going to do me a whole lot of good either. Okay. Well, we're in the final map, so this is where the strongest enemies are going to be. Alright, there's a whole area down in this bottom left we haven't explored. No, don't put a pin down, you friggin' idiot. Teleport there. I hate this bit of Pokemon games. I thought they'd made these easier so you didn't have to grind anymore. Like, I'm happy to grind later on when I'm building a team for competitive, but... when I'm doing all the baby campaign stuff, I should just be able to get enough XP just from playing. Oh, are you kidding? I just killed myself. Because of friggin... Yep, great, good, great, fantastic. Cool, I'm sure someone will come and rescue us, come and pick that up for me in about a week or two. Because I pressed the wrong friggin' button. The problem is that he doesn't dive directly down, which means he dives... Is there a gravestone? Almost looks like a gravestone. Okay, cool. Good. I'm glad I stopped to check that. Oh, you prick Bronzor. So you need a new Pokemon. Can you not just give them new moves at the training ground? I mean, I can give them new moves, but it doesn't make them any stronger. And I can only give them... I mean, Actually, can I go to the training ground? I don't know if I'm allowed back at the village yet. I think I am. I can get them some new moves, but it doesn't necessarily mean I can get them the moves that I need. Oh, it's a Rotom. Oh, alright. I'll fight you then, and then catch you. That's fine. Man, I wonder what a Rotom... Because, like, Rotom's whole thing is that he, like, it haunts electrical devices. Other than my, like, microwave oven, I wonder what Rotom has to... Oh, god damn it, he's a ghost Pokemon. I don't want to hit him, because he'll... Oh, actually, he might be able to take a couple of hits. Alright, let's try Leaf Blade. See how that works. Oh yeah, that works. Boom, Rotom. But yeah, I guess maybe he can... Maybe that's what the microwave in my room's for turning Rotom into a microwave. Which is an odd sentence to say, but that is what it's there for. Alright, there's no time-space rifts, there's no... Oh, I found the Sneasel. The Spheal. Sphere? There he goes. Rolling on his way. A rolling field gathers no moss. You know what they say. Do you mind? I was in a cutscene, you prick. Come here. I'm really not getting much XP from this. Damn it, bravery. Turn on before I hit the ground. It's the worst mount. It just constantly getting me killed. I mean, technically I'm killing myself with it, but still, I'm blaming bravery. What's up, Sphere? Sphere? There he goes again. He's got a plan in mind. He knows what he's doing. You lose all your Ultra Balls and potions. I'll just make some more. I'm going around. I'm going around and fighting these dudes. Oh, I thought you wanted to talk. He had the dots above his head. I don't even mean to use the bird. I should really be using the bear. No, stay in. So I can, he can dig stuff up for me at the same time. Ah! Yeah, here we go. Kill that thing. Knock me on my ass. Yeah, no, that's cool again. Just keep beating my Pokemon until they, Yep, no, that's cool. Get in the ball. Stay in the ball. Ah. Man, you're made of rock. Stop being weak against rock. Alright. Put him into a deep sleep. Obviously not that deep a sleep, clearly. Get in the ball. Ah, come on. I'm gonna be honest, the drowsiness doesn't seem to be affecting it a huge amount. There we go. Well, at least 2 of them got some XP from it. Ah, it's going well. It's going well. Okay. Craft 1 Ultra Ball. What do I need? Iron chunks. Okay, so I need to smash open some stuff for that. I can make 1 Hyper Potion. Need some King's Leaf. I need some medicinal links. That's not a problem. If I think I can get everyone to 50, I think I'll be good. So Grass Kicker and Insector Hatchet don't need to be leveled up anymore, really. I really need to get Maniac and Dirt Maul up, because... And I see just the Pokemon to train Dirt Maul against. Oh, really? 28? Well, this is going to be much XP. Where are those strong Luxrays I fought earlier? I really wish, like, when you looked at the map, it had like a level, like a approximate level of each area, so you could kind of get an idea for the strength of the Pokemon in that area. Yeah, this isn't going to help me at all. Oh. That might. No, go down. I turned you off. There we go. Freaking thing. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, good work. Let's hit it with a strong bulldoze to finish it off. I love the face. I do love the face that Dirt Maul makes when you put him in strong style. Just like he's seen some shit. Hey, an XP candy. Oh, yeah, that's the point, actually. I probably do have some XP candies at the base. Let's see what I've got. I've been hoarding them. I'm not using my rare candies because that's a waste. Is that one I got? One small? Oh, there might be some side quests that rewarded candies. Maybe I could go do one of them. That might be a better way to, like, level up stuff more meaningfully. Got an idea for a new move. Oh yeah, let's see what these guys have got now. Yeah, I don't really like that. Yeah, I need to go to the move tutor. However, I have 3,000 zennies, so I don't have a lot of money to buy new moves, which is a problem. Yeah, a distinct problem. Okay, you're probably as good as you can be. Do I want Fire Fang instead of Raging Fury? Less accurate, but more power. Let's go for accuracy. And then, yeah, let's get Double Edge instead of Bite. No reason to have Bite and Crunch on there at the same time. What have you got? That could be good. Silver Wind. I think your attack's better than your special attack. Yeah, not putting Silver Wind on. Cross combat could be good. Yeah, let's do that. Shadow Ball, nasty plot. It's your special attack. Yeah, your special attack's better. Let's get rid of Shadow Claw. Still not great. Snarl, Swift, Bitter Mallets, and Shadow Ball. It's not an ideal set of moves, but better than nothing. And what have you got? Ooh, Headlong Rush. I think I like that more than High Horsepower. Yeah. Screw it. Let's go full. How does Bulldoze? Okay, no. Bulldoze has got good accuracy. We'll keep that on. Yeah, no steel or poison from that they know. So let's see if I can get something from the move learner. Alright, there are some quests that gives me XP candy as a reward. So let's see if any of those are easy. Oop, too far. Catch a Burmy. That could be quite easy. Catch a Nose Pass. Wait, do I have a Nose Pass? I feel like I caught a Nose Pass, didn't I? Nose Pass, Nose Pass, Nose Pass. Did I really not catch a Nose Pass? Heavens. Okay. That said, I mean, honestly, these quests aren't giving like great XP rewards. So that might be a waste of time anyway. Yeah, I was hoping for like... Do I? I thought I definitely saw some. Maybe it filled up a slot somewhere else. Nose Pass. I don't think I did. I think I saw them. I don't think I caught any. Oh no, I did catch one. Did I give it away? Page 3. Am I blind? Oh yeah, I can search for it, can't I? Oh, page 1. There he is, top right. I even looked at page 1 specifically because I thought, oh, I made some spaces when I took out my main team. Okay, so I do have a nose pass, but he's only going to give me a medium XP. I suppose I might as well turn it in. Oh, this is a different mission. Oh, good. I've been waiting for someone from the Survey Corps to come along. I want to gather crafting materials in a wayward cave, but I realise I have a bit of a problem. My sense of direction is worse than useless. If there's any chance at all of getting lost in that cave, you can bet that's what I'll do. But I know a way to keep myself from stumbling around in the dark forever. See, there's an old saying in my hometown, a nose pass never wanders. Since nose pass always faces the same direction, people in my village would always look to this Pokemon for guidance when they'd lost their way. Though I admit I've not actually seen a nose pass before in my life. But little matter, I just need to find myself a nose pass before I find myself hopelessly lost. I'll check the direction it faces against my map, then navigate through the cave with ease. I'll look around for a nose pass too, but if you catch one before I do, could you give it to me? Whoa. Where did she go? Oh, she went to the cave. One of my missions gives me a new base camp, does it? Hello. Did you find a nose pass for me? I did. Yeah, I'll go catch another one. That's a nose pass, alright. Thanks for finding it. Now, as I understand it, this Pokemon's giant nose always points in the same direction. So if it's facing this way, that means the exit must be over here. A nose pass never wanders indeed. I wish I'd encountered this Pokemon sooner. Oh, you big thanks. It's such a relief to finally have a nose pass as my trusty guide. Oh, the twists and turns of Wayward Cave can't stop me now. Well, I got another black Algite, so I can make another. Oh, that's Maniac to 44. I can make another. Cleaver, but you know, Cleaver's probably one of my best Pokemon at the moment. Hey, there's an unknown. Let's hit it with a. Can you hit the frickin'? Seriously? It's right there. Hit it. I don't think I have to... Yeah. Is this... What are you doing? Why aren't you... There we go. Friggin' irritating unknown. When you're looking for the rewards, one set of base camp. Was that not a mission I'd already done? New fields, new items to the general store, new photography studio, new items to the clothier's lineup. Yeah, I think it might have been one that I'd already done. Okay, Combat Lucario, that might be some good XP. Rolling with Sfeel. Dawnstone. Oh, I get 3 nuggets for doing that. That'd give me a lot of money, which would be helpful for buying new moves. That gives me 3 XP candies, medium. Trash Burmy, I think I can get from the 3rd area. That one I can already do. they have a combi from Grueling Grove. Completed Pokedex entry for Octillery. I don't think I've even seen an Octillery. I guess I could. All right, here's an idea. Let's go back to town. Because that guy said I could fight some people. So maybe fighting them will give me some XP. I don't know. Yeah, still a lot of work to. I can feel like the later ranks are gonna come a bit harder to get to. Which Pokemon did he want for this? I might as well just knock this out while I'm here. About the request. Can you show me the photo again? Oh, that's a Nuzleaf, isn't it? It might be a Sudowoodo. No, hang on. I think it's a Nuzleaf, but it might be a Sudowoodo. No, it's a Nuzleaf, okay. Or a Bonsly. Could be a Bonsly, actually. But I don't have a Bonsly either, so... It's either a Bonsly or a Nuzleaf. She wants a Shellos, which I don't have. She hasn't got any quests for me at the moment. What have you got? A mechanical tub. 40,000, I'll have to think about it. Yeah, I think these mechanical items... I reckon if I show my Rotom to them... If I show my Rotom to them, that's how I unlock my Rotom forms. I want to sell stuff to you. 2 of these, and I think I had a nugget somewhere. I'm sure I picked up a nugget at some point. Did I sell that already? Maybe I sold it already. I must have sold it. Okay. I'll hold on to the Stardust, because it's worth more to craft them into star pieces. Right. Go to the training grounds. Where's that Lucario guy? But this guy also said he'd let me... Ingo said he'd let me fight some people, so maybe that would be a good way to level up. Oh, he's over here. Come on, wakey wakey. I take it you're ready for our battle. Now then, let's forgo the small talk and proceed right to battle. That's our style. By the way, how are you? I like your sunglasses. It's nice hair, too. Oh, it was a valiant effort. Maul. Shouldn't I be standing on... fighting. You're weak against fighting, but you're also my lowest level. And the whole point of this is to try and level you guys up a bit. So, strong Fire Fang. I feel like I should be standing here. There we go. Cool. My 2 lowest Pokemon didn't get any XP from that. Well worth it. That was a wonderful battle. Seems we need to redo our training, Lucario. Thank you for the experience. I can tell you've met many Pokemon, and that's how you make you stronger. I think we'll test our skills in other places from now on. Let's meet again. Alright, bye Steely Lucario. Thanks for the Grit Rock. Oh, do you know what? The move trainer lady's not here. She's up at Mount Coronet. I wonder if I can talk to her while she's up there. Alright, let's try Wenton. I don't know. You. Prospect of battling someone with your talent has me shaken, but feeling honoured as well. It's like we're having these Pokemon battles, but there's just really creepy music in the background. Oh, my 2 Pokemon still fainted? I thought they'd heal them. Well, that's annoying. Well, let's hope this guy's like level 2. Oh, no, level 55. Okay, no, these are decent fights then. I will go back to my house and rest after this then. My fault for not checking. Thinking about... Let's do you. Strong headbutt should do it. Oh, no. I keep putting my controller on my leg, but I keep doing it in such a way that I keep hitting the analog stick, and it makes me just kind of rotate in a weird way. I really wish I'd have a chance to withdraw my Pokemon before... Yeah, before it does that. See, Maul would be a good fight against this one, but... Right, Tuft, you're lowest level, so you go. It's good that Kamado is just happy to wait at the top of the mountain. Yeah, he's a patient man. You know, he's like, fair's fair, I'll wait. I don't have anything super effective against this guy. So, yeah, just double edge it. It's going to get some knockback, but at least we'll do a big hit on it. Tank it. Ah, come on, Tuft. This is no good if all my Pokemon are dying. All I'm doing is leveling up my strongest. Ah, whatever. Just close combat it, I guess. Your Pokemon are simply unstoppable, apart from all the ones that I stopped. Apart from them, your consummate battling has taught me what truly matters. It's not winning or losing, it's working in harmony with your Pokemon. Right. Oh, now you heal my Pokemon. Great, thanks, Ingo. I can call someone for you to battle. Alright, let's try Bren. One glimpse is enough to understand just how much strength you wield and you and your Pokemon wield. I won't read these. I might have to fight these guys a few times. But this is a good source of battle, sort of XP. So Wormadon. Oof. Alright, that's fine. You should be able to finish it off at least. See, a normal tactic is like, okay, well that's fine, you can finish it off and then I'll swap you out. But now she's going to throw something out, and it's going to kill me before I get a chance to take it to an attack. See? It's bullshit. Alright, another Gastrodon. Oh, come on, dirt. And because they don't give you the XP until the end, you don't even get the XP from, like, beating each Pokemon, I don't think. Unless maybe they give it to... Maybe they do count it at the end, but... Ugh. Well, you tried, Maniac. You tried. Just double edge it. I don't have anything that's used. It's just water ground, I think. There we go. At least this one survived. It's like I can't even get hype because there's not even any hype battle music. It's just the daunting end of the world music. It's just dreary. The way that you battle with your Pokemon, your skill is peerless. Yeah, that's what it is. Skill. Yeah, see, they don't give you the XP. It's so irritating because it's like I killed 2 of her Pokemon with 2 of my dead Pokemon and they didn't get any XP. I suspect you and your Pokemon will only grow stronger yet, so I must train diligently for my part as well. It's almost is there any worth in using my weaker Pokemon? But I think they do get more XP if I use them. Oh, I don't know. Let's just beat all of his people. What's up, Zusu? Hey, it's me, Zusu. We can skip... Oh, no, she's... What's that voice? Hey, it's me, Zusu. We can skip the introductions, right? I called her all the way down from Mount Coronet to fight me. Ambipon. That's embarrassing. Okay, well that was embarrassing too. We're just gonna keep. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna keep dodging attacks here. This is exciting. Yeah, avoided the attack. There we go. Finally, someone hit someone. Well, that's. It'd be like that. Man. Stay alive. Good. Right, now this is the time for Dirt Mall. This is not the time for Dirt Mall. Okay, this is a bad matchup. Yeah, okay, can you... Thank you. Can you give me, like, a chance to get him out of there? Yeah. I mean, he does have play rough. Screw it. Let's see if this works. Yay! That's the ticket. Oh, he's got one more. Chi, he's got one more. Dang it. Survive. Damn it. It's like there's no benefit to me using my weaker Pokemon because they'll just die and not get any XP. It's so like counterintuitive to what Pokemon should be. Because now I just have got my 2 level 52s. Whatever, just Brave Bird it, I don't care. Well, no, I didn't expect that. Yeah, see, if I just hadn't used any of my weak Pokemon, they would have just got the XP. Seems like I was teaching about Agile Style and Strong Style only yesterday, but now you're a true hero of Hisui. I mean, a true hero of Hisui who's been cast out, but fine. Alright, I'm bored. What have you got? Alright, you've got... I would like some more Ultra Balls, but I'm not going to pay for them. I'm not going to faff about with effort levels either. Here's the plan. We've leveled up a little bit. I'm now bored. So we will... I don't really want to buy any medicinal herbs to get some revives either, but... What do I need for herbs? 3 more of those. Vivid Chokes and Medicinal Leaks. I don't have very much of anything, do I? Okay. Right. Here's the plan. Let's go and see what moves I can get from the move tutor. Because she's standing over by Commander Komodo. Yeah, the new system. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, the new systems are cool, but so annoying. It's like it's cool being able to have like action fights with your Pokemon, but I really like without the turn-based attack, without the turn-based battles, it's really, really hard to do any kind of strategy. Because like all of the Pokemon strategy that I know is based around knowing that knowing that we're taking turns. And when it's just like, oh well, now we can attack you 3 times in a row, it's really hard to kind of counter that. It's the one way that you could actually have a chance against higher level Pokemon when you knew that you had a... Oh, piss off, you prick. When you knew you had a Can you go grab some chokes and licks on the way? I mean, I could, but it's tedious. This is the thing. It's like I'm so close to beating Komodo. I don't want I don't really want to faff around too much, like, leveling up to beat him when I'm so close to beating him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the move tutor. I'm going to... No, I don't want you, freaking Sneasel. Why would I need you inside a cave? Come on. Just pick up the iron chunks so I can make Master Ball, Ultra Balls. So the reason you get two moves is just because of... I think it's the speed stat that determines it, but I'm not 100% sure. So it's just that where they're higher level than me, they have higher speed, and it means that they can just attack multiple times in a row. It's irritating. But what if I fight someone else afterwards? What will happen is the exact same thing that just happened here, is that they'll beat me, and then I'll just be like, okay, well, I guess I'll just try again. So... I can't even get to the move tutor lady. So I can't... Why would they put her there? I can't even, like, try and learn a poison or steel move to try and beat this guy. Alright, well, I mean, I'm fighting him again now, so... Why would they put her up Mount Coronet so that you can't move tutor for this fight? It's so frustrating. And again, why am I leading with Ursaluna? Alright, whatever. You're going to die, so you might as well double it. Just... yeah. Do some damage to it on the way out. Oh, well. He avoided the attack. Hit it again. He'll use a max potion. Yeah, like, if I have to fight anyone else after this, what will happen is... Oh, he didn't heal it. Cool. They'll just let me go away and trade back up again. So there's zero consequence to losing in this game. Yeah, that happened. Okay. Reindeer, putting him to sleep worked quite well last time, so let's try that again. I'm going to try heavy hypnosis. I don't really know what the difference is between strong hypnosis, but like maybe it lasts longer or maybe it's just better hypnosis. I don't know. Okay, well, I mean, he still used his Giga Impact, but... Hey, you survived the attack. Okay, well, the drowsiness isn't helping me a super lot right now, but that's cool. I gave you a fighting move exactly for this moment. Boom. Do it again. Alright, and he's going to heal. And do it again. I am now made of paper, but that's fine. Right, this will kill you, but do it again. Yep, there you go. Alright, I have 2 Pokemon left for... Let's just go full Grass Kicker. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Full Brave Bird, just go for it. I haven't got anything super effective. Neat. Full bit of malice. Come on, maybe this will be enough. Ah, so close. And it's Draining Kiss. It's going to heal half of its friggin' life. Man, this Clefable is such a prick. And then Psychic to finish it off. I hate this Clefable. And I can't learn any friggin' Steel or Poison moves because the move tutor's there and you fight me before I get to her. You prick. Hang on, maybe I can inch round. Hang on. God damn it! Why would you put her there? It's the absolute worst game design to put the one person who can teach me a move that will help me against you in a position I can't get to until I beat you. Oh, I hate you, Komodo. I ain't too big a fan of your friggin' Wickstrom, your ancestor, either. He was a prick too. Well, I need to stop sending out friggin' Ursaluda as well. Whatever, just double edge it. Yeah. It's gonna go exactly the same as it went before. See, if it was old school Pokemon, I'd at least get the XP for beating the 3 of his Pokemon that I beat each time, and so I would at least be making gains each time I fought him. But because he doesn't give me any XP until the end of the fight, I get nothing for trying this. And he's going to use high horsepower. Yep, that's going to kill me in one hit. Okay, well, Reindeer, no offense, but your drowsiness did F all use last time, so I'm just going to go for Insector's close combat. At least I'm faster than the friggin' Snorlax. That's... Again, I'm made of paper now, but it's fine. Like, it's so frustrating, because his first 3 Pokemon really aren't that difficult to beat. It's just that Clefairy. Nope, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, yeah, a Golem. Known for its speed. Now Clefairy's going to come out, kill me in one hit with its Psychic. Before I even get a chance to attack. Yep. Oh, you managed to hang on. Well done. See, last time I went all in on the strong Brave Bird, but that really didn't do much of a dent to it. But I think it's really the only option I've got. It's frustrating. Let's hope that it does, like, baby doll eyes or something. Okay, cool. Well, it did do a stat move, which is good. But now it's gonna just... Okay. Right, now let's hit it with a strong Brave Bird. Maybe this actually might be enough to finish it off. Ah, not quite, not quite. And it's damaged by the recoil. And I was gonna use Draining Kiss. And just recover back all the health that it took. Or not. Yay! Oh, thank God for that. Like, it's such a frustrating fight, because I knew that I was on the cusp of winning it. Like, it was just accomplishable. But it's just that friggin' Clefable. Any Pokemon that threatens our life here must be eliminated. I'll take that Clefable out back and shoot it, don't worry. It's a friggin' nuisance. That's why I caught it. You truly are a force to be reckoned with, eventually. Dogaza. Dandy, the fates have decided. I concede, and I apologize sincerely for doubting you. Commander. I know I have no right to ask of you any longer, but please use that strength of yours for the sake of the Galaxy Expedition Team. No, for the sake of the Celestica people, and all the Pokemon living in history. Don't you worry, Commander. We've got the red chain. Yes, I don't know quite what that means, but okay. Can I now... Oh, and he took the friggin' move tutor lady away. Am I healed, at least? Okay, I'm healed. Alright, hang on. Stay there for 2 seconds. I'm just going to see if move tutor lady is actually still... Okay, she is actually up here. So maybe I can now talk to her. Cool. Thanks, Zissou. Friggin' useless. Friggin' you have one job, and you've decided to come up here and not do it for the last portion of the game when it's most useful. Great. You are a friggin' legend. Okay. Let's buy some revives, and I don't know, I got 19. How many can I craft? This is a waste of money, but I don't want to be caught. I don't want to be caught out. Alright, well, that's fine. Let's hope the giant sky Pokemon lets you try 5 times. Like I said, there are 0 consequences to this game for failing. It is literally just, oh, you failed? Well, have another crack at it. These are some cool statues, though. I'm surprised they've in good nick. Oh, I like the Electrode. It gets his own little, like, action figure style stand, and it's not just a ball. And Lug looks kind of cute when he's that small as well. Avalugg even. It's time to use the red chain. Let's see what it can do. Hold on a sec. My head. Something's talking inside my head. You hold the red train. Try to catch me. The red chain. Try to catch me then, human. Adaman, what are you saying? What do you mean, catch you? Almighty Sinnoh? I think Almighty Sinnoh just spoke to me. It's just like, it just nudged Commander. He's like, he's talking to God. What a weirdo, right? Tell God they aren't worthy, nuke the place. It's tempting. It's tempting. I'm starting to wonder if these people deserve to be saved. Just break the chain and ask God to beam you up. Fuck 'em. Yeah. They've not endeared themselves to me, have they? Adaman's cool, though. Adaman's never done me wrong. He's always had my back. It's telling me, you hold the red train. Try to catch me then, human, for the fight to come. Take these. Oh, nice, thanks. 10 Octoballs. I have a feeling I should maybe save in case I fuck this up. Because legendary fights normally... Like, this game's a little bit different, because they sometimes ask you to catch multiple, but legendaries might be different. Hey, Dialga. So I wonder if that means I now can't catch Palkia. Fuck, it broke! Well, let's just try it. Okay. Just hit it with a light bulldoze. Oh. I hit it with another one. And then die. Roar of Time is a move that ages your body substantially. Alright, grass. Hit it with a full swipe. Hopefully that'll be enough to put it down to low health. Okay, that's not quite as... It's fine, hit it again. As long as we can get it into red health, that's the important thing. Okay, I'm going to send out Reindeer and try sleeping it. I think that does help with the catch percentage. Strong Hypnosis! What's God's favourite food? Oh yeah, just going to pelt Arceus with more teasers. The snack of gods. If you're really supposed to be able to control the fabric of the universe, it shattered real quick. Well... It did its job, I guess. It calmed it down. Is the red chain just done now? What a waste of time that was. Again, it made this god catchable. I mean, that's kind. I mean, this isn't even the big god. This is just one of the smaller, lesser gods. Oh, there we go. See, I got a Dialga. Now. I'm not going to use Dialga, because it's not a Hisuian Pokemon. However, I think Dialga does have a Hisuian form. So I could turn it into its Hisuian form, and then it would count. He got it! The red chain is shattered. We owe the Pokemon of the Lakes our thanks for getting us this far. It's like, what happened? I'm pretty sure that was our god. The child just caught it in a Pokeball. What happens to our religion now? The church is in shambles. Oh, well done, Dandy, my boy. Masterfully handled. I was watching the whole time as you battled and caught your way to a simply stunning victory. You truly are the pride of the Survey Corps. Looks like I taught him well. Yeah, this is all thanks to you, Akai. Wait, it's happening again. I can hear Almighty Sinnoh. No, it's called Dialga. Mighty Dialga speaking to me in my mind. Oh, do I get to fight Dialga as well? Oh, no, wait, no, I caught Dialga. I need Palkia. Space-time is torn. Awful power spills forth. The frenzied one comes to fight. Now, human, fight it with me. You're telling me there's another one? There's like 5. I'm going to be honest here. But the red chain smashed to bits. No way even Dante could tackle another Pokemon as strong as the last one now. I don't think this is Palkia. I think this might be... Oh, no, it is Palkia. Hey, Palkia. Sup, Chief? Where's my bro? The Komodo's like, I'm gonna wrestle it! Yeah, so the red chain... Yeah, I needed the red chain to make the Palkia catchable. I guess there must be a way for me to catch Palkia and Dialga in one game. That's a weird noise that Palkia makes. All of you, we must vacate this. Forget the fancy talk. Book it! Come on! We gotta make it back to the summit camp while we still can. We need to leave before this other Almighty Sinnoh decides he wants to fight us. But Commander, we can't just leave it here. You dunce! You won't be any use to anybody if you die up here in this mountain. What are you waiting for? I'm telling you, we gotta get gone. Oh, he's dropped the whole fancy talk altogether. God's in my balls now. Yes, that's what we'll tell the church. Such dreadful power. It's certainly beyond our current capabilities to survey such a creature. I'm amazed you managed to stay on your feet before it, Dandy. You did. And did you notice the energy pouring out of the rift? It seems likely the build-up of this same energy was what caused the strange lightning that threw the noble Pokemon into their frenzied states. I can't believe there really were 2 almighty Sinnoh after all. Yeah, again, I think there's 4 Pokemon that we have to fight. So, settle in. Guess that means neither of our clans was really wrong, huh? I must apologize from the bottom of my heart. To the both of you, as fellow leaders. You saw the truth that I could not. You never abandoned your trust in Dandy. And to you, Dandy, I acted on ill-considered presumptions and drove you from the Galaxy Expedition team, forcing you to face great hardship alone. I mean, I wasn't alone. I had, Adaman and obvious bad guy. And despite all that, you still strove to save all of Hisui. Well, all my stuff's here. Well, actually, none of my stuff's here, but I'm here. So it's to my benefit to save the region I'm currently living in. Well, it's not like we could just sit back and ignore the space-time rift. And we understood, Commander, that you had reasons to act as you did. Commander, might I suggest we return to the matter at hand? We've left things in quite a state up at the temple. That's the stuff, Mr. Professor. You'd rather face what's in front of us than dwell on the past, huh? Just what I'd expect from a real scientist. A dependable attitude indeed. Yes, let us move on. No need to speak any further about my rash actions, not to mention my loss of composure. Yes, let's never talk about it again. It seems that having Dandy about has been a good influence on all. Yeah, thank goodness you were here, huh? We'd have no chance getting through this disaster without you. Again, though, should we address the point that the child has caught our god? Or at least one of them. We're still not through it, though. How's he to keep fighting? The red chain is shattered. Relax, I've got a plan, thanks to what almighty Dialga told me. Dialga? The Pokemon that spoke to you? Yeah, and along with its name, it also told me what we need. The Stone of Creation's Beginning. The Chain of Red. The Vessel of Humankind's Invention. Until unite these 3 and calm the chaos now pervading space. But we broke the chain. And finally, mighty Dialga said he wants to go with us back to the temple. Well, the red chain we have at least. The pieces, anyway. I did collect them. That was prudent. And the Vessel of Humankind's Invention. I dare say that might refer to a pokeball. That's got to be it. But what about the Stone of Creation's Beginning part? Lian might have some idea. He's knowledgeable about stones and minerals. He even goes digging for ore sometimes. Okay. I feel like that's a stretch, but fine. Is that so? Then Warden Lian will be a fine resource to consult. And what are your thoughts, Professor Leventon? Do you have any idea what this stone could be? Oh, upon my word, perhaps I do. Dandy, my boy, could you lend me those plates you received from Weirdeer and the others? The ones that Volo said had messages engraved upon them. Oh, not 10 of them, though. Do I have to go and collect the other 8? I not 9 of them, even. Ah, just as I remembered. Here, on the back of the Earth plate, it says, when the universe was created, its shards became this plate. I think this may be a hint to what we need. How do you mean? Don't you see? We must search for stone, or ore, I suppose, that shares the same material properties as these plates. In fact, I believe that young Lian might know just where to find such a thing, as he said he'd been investigating it at Volo's urging. Now that you mention it, that Volo fella's come around the Diamond Settlement asking about those plates before, too. That seems like a lead worth following. It's decided, then. Thus begins our search for the Stone of Creation's Beginning. Although the name is rather a mouthful, wouldn't you say? I propose we call it Origin Ore. Okay, we're still going. Irida, may we ask for your clan's aid once more? But not yours, Adaman. Of course. I'll call Lian to the summit camp at once. Yeah, I'm guessing I got... Because I chose Adaman, I got Dialga as well. And so if I chose Irida, I would have got Palkia. I'm sure I must be able to get both of them. I suppose it's not the end of the world. I can just trade. I've got 2 friends who are playing this, and I'll just tell them to choose the other one, and so that we can trade. But this seems like the kind of game where you can get because there's only one version. I feel like I should be able to get all of them. I waited as long as anyone could reasonably expect, but my invitation just never came, so I decided to honor you all with an unsolicited visit. That's right, an unsolicited visit. Be glad and rejoice. Now, Adaman, I see all these other louts have their little tasks to be getting on with. But what of the great Melly? Where's my role in all of this? I'm your leader, Melly. Show a shred of respect, would you? Fine, or whatever. Just hurry up and give me a job, great leader Adaman, and make it a good one. You want a job? Fine. Your job is to support the others. All the other wardens are busy looking after their nobles and keeping the people of our clans from panicking. Take a hint. Oh, Adaman. Oh, you silly, foolish boy. Don't understand anything, brah. Everyone has work where they're suited to and work they are not. Oh, and before I forget, it seems you weren't entirely useless after all, Galaxy Team Grant. Well done, you. I caught your god. Shut up. Take this as a reward for your adorable efforts. Just my way of encouraging the little people. And you're all so little compared to me. You're not that tall. Thanks for the candy truffles, I guess. I've brought Leanne. Eesh, that ugly hat suits you as poorly as this important role does. I don't like this at all. I should be the one consorted for my wisdom. Yes, you, his ore and stones are a precious resource. Since I was the first to realize that fact, it's only natural that I should be the first consulted. If you have a problem with it, perhaps you'd like to take it up with Cleaver in battle, with that bumbling ball of yours. Excuse me, brah, that bumbling ball is more than capable of zapping both you and that ugly bug of yours all the way back to your stupidly oversized tree. Shall we prove it to you now? Melly, give it a rest and play nice with the Pearl Clan folks for once, would you? Bigger things are at stake here. But Adaman, everyone back home is all worked up about the fact that you were spoken to by Almighty Sinnoh, or Mighty Dialga, or whatever. This is the Diamond Clan's day. Be proud. Warden Leanne, if you would. I'm just going to ignore this idiot. Certainly. Right, then let us set out at once. We make for the Primeval Grotto. We're going to go speak to Primeval Santa and see what he can give us some primeval gifts. It's all themed. It's all very delicately themed. Form of bird. So, I mean, I'm conscious of the time. It's like 5 minutes to midnight. If he's like, okay, you need to go and get the rest of the plates, because I've got like 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10, which means there's 8 more. If they make me go and get the other 8, we might have to finish this next week, because that might be a bit too much to... Where's the grotto? Is there like an entrance to it down here? Ah, there we go. Yeah, depending on how much they need me to actually do in order to finish this game, we might need to call it until next week. But I'll keep going for the time being, because it might just be like a little bit more, and then we're done. Are my Pokemon healed? Yeah, they are. I'm glad you made her a surfer, bro. She's annoying. Yeah, I quite like Melee. I feel like I wouldn't like her as much. Oh, it's this wall. I looked at this earlier. I feel like I wouldn't like her as much if I hadn't given her such a... given her this voice. What a curious cave. I feel some extraordinary power here, as if the world itself was created in this very place. That's awfully poetic, I guess. What do you think, Leanne? I mean, it's sparkly and all. Taking into consideration my knowledge of ores, my skill at mining, and the strength of my Sligoo's moves, I think you'd better leave any extraction work up to us, wouldn't you say? I mean, I could throw a Pokeball at it and it'd just kind of smash it open. Oh, it's these idiots again. What was their voice? We're going to have to ask you to stop right there. Yeah, they haven't shown up for a while. Oh, come on, who's there? We don't have any time to waste with... Clover! We haven't seen you since you walked out of the clan! Where have you been all this time? I don't have to tell you nothing. Look, you can carry on digging out that treasure you're after, and then you'll give it to us. I don't know where you're even look surprised. It's not as if you were hard to follow. What we seek may be as precious as treasure, but it isn't about how valuable it is. We needed to restore this awful sky to normal. Ugh, that honest goody-two-shoes act of yours is what made me leave the curl plan in the first place. And also the fact that I couldn't pronounce it. Enough! I don't care why any of you ran off to play Bandit, but I wanted you to get in Leanne's way. There are 3 of you and 3 of us. Let's go, Dandy. You take Charm. Which one's Charm? The middle one. Okay. I bring good luck to my sisters wherever I go, and ill luck to anyone who crosses our paths. I'm the eldest, and I'll be your unlucky charm, especially in this, the battle of a lifetime. I think these 3... I like these 3 idiots, but yeah, they're just... I like these 3 idiots. I feel like they're underutilized a bit, though. Alright, finally an actually decent matchup. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, we'll finish him off. Try and survive, and if I get the chance to, I'll swap you out. Come on, let me... Oh no, it's a fine hypnosis. Hypnosis is okay. Don't attack me. There we go. I mean, ghost versus ghost sounds right, doesn't it? And if not, I'll just get weird here to headbutt it. Okay, ghost versus ghost didn't play out very well. Reindeer. Hit it with your headbutt. There we go. Stupid Gen 1 ghost Pokemon, weak to Psychic. Well, you are rather formidable. Come on, Clover, why not come back to the Diamond Clan? Times are changing, we're changing, and we could really use someone as strong as you are. Are you joking? I've got no interest in living back in that place with all its stupid rules. Look, we'll let you keep your treasure this time, but you'd better do something about that sky. You're as strong as ever, Dandy. Maybe you really can do something about that monstrous creature at the top of the mountain. But even if you do, the next time we meet, you won't escape without a beating. Remember that. And they just run away from the side of the smoke clouds. Honestly, those 3, what did they even come here for? Oh well, I'll heal up everyone's Pokemon. That felt like padding. Anyway, the coin that I remember never hesitated to help someone in need, even if she groused as she did so. I suspect they may have been worried about us, perhaps even wanting to help. Then they should have just said so. What a pain they are, hiding behind all that attitude. I agree with Adaman. Adaman's my favourite character in this game, because he's the only person who's just, like, been consistently sensible the entire game. I was about to extract some of that origin, or whatever it is you wish to call it. I suppose it'd better go with you, Dandy. Bloop. Nice. What do I do with this? An aura of mysterious power, spoken of in ancient times, and said to contain the power of Almighty Sinnoh itself. I feel there's quite a lot in that wall. Could we get more? That was surprisingly easy. Well, you simply failed to recognize my skill. You ought to be praising my hard work, honestly. I knew we could count on you, Leanne. No wonder Cleaver recognizes you as a worthy warden. Let's hurry back to Mr. Professor and show him what we... Yes, let's go back to Mount Professor and show him what we got. That Loventon's got sound judgment plus knowledge to spare, despite his silly streak. Okay, well, we can just... Oh. So they said that the... Well, they said nose pass always face the same way, but this nose pass is just turning around all over the place. So that's a lie. Okay, but I've replenished my nose pass stock, so that's... I might as well. Okay. Well, let's just move on. I'm not going to waste too much time doing that. My Pokemon healed? Yeah, they are. So this is the Stone of Creation's beginning, the Origin Ore. Yes, one can certainly feel an imposing aura emanating from it. Could this be the feeling of the very origin itself? I've been meaning to ask since you brought that up, but the origin of what exactly? Of everything, by the sounds of it. Exactly, my girl. Now then, back we go to Jubilife Village. Oh, why couldn't we have done this here? It's noisy. I just needed some quiet, that's all. Here you are, Professor Valentin. What remains of the red chain, broken as it may be? Splendid. Even in pieces, I think we'll find it still perfectly fit for purpose. We're jolly lucky you had the foresight to pick up all these broken bits back at the temple. Your turn, Dandy. Next comes the Stone of Creation's beginning. I handed over the Origin Ore. The fragments of the Red Chain collected at the great personal rifts by the Pearl Clan, and the Stone of Creation's beginning, which we first learned of thanks to the Diamond Clan. Now it's time for the Galaxy team to play its part and turn these items into a proper vessel. Gary, my girl, you are one of the team's greatest craftspeople. Could I ask you to do the honors? I want you to make the world's first Master Ball. This is my true battlefield, Dandy, even if it may be safe indoors. This may take us some time. Perhaps the rest of you had best wait outside while we work. 5 minutes later. Alright, I'm done. Oh, that took ages. Come on, Mr. Professor. Wish they'd hurry it up in there. I'm starting to suspect all your prattling about the value of time is a cover for your own impatience. If sitting back and waiting actually solved things, I'd sit forever, because that'd be using time well. I'd sit forever because that'd... unlike this. I think I don't know if we're making a Master Ball or if we're making like a God Ball, but I suppose it's got the same effect. We did it! I dub it the Origin Ball. If the message conveyed to our good clan leader can be believed, then this should allow you to catch the Pokemon that has appeared at the Temple of Sinnoh. Ooh, isn't that a fancy ball? Can I get more of them? A singular and irreplaceable. Okay, no then. A singular and irreplaceable Pokeball that can use to catch the frenzied Pokemon raging at the Temple of Sinnoh. So, what do I use to catch Arceus then? Do I just catch him in an Ultra Ball? These Pokeballs of yours are full of wonders. To think the fate of all history could rest in something so tiny. Are you talking about me or the Pokeball? It's interesting how catching a Pokemon in one of these things brings the two of you closer together. Whoa, hold on, it's that voice. I hear it in my head again. You mean Dialga? Yeah. Seems like mighty Dialga's willing to lend its strength to this fight. That's what it's telling me. That's certainly excellent news. The Diamond Clan's almighty Sinnoh, or perhaps I should say Dialga, is fearsomely powerful. Everything's ready now, Dandy. Take the Origin Ball and hurry back to the Temple of Sinnoh together with Dialga. Yeah, I think I did say trading doesn't seem to be like a big thing in this game. Like, it is there, but considering they give you items to bypass trading entirely... I still don't have 40k, sorry. Considering they give you items to bypass trading entirely, it does make sense that you'd be able to get... that you'd be able to get both legendaries. Right, I guess. Is Dialga just stomping around in the pasture somewhere? Just like, hello, other Pokemon. I'm a god. Don't mind me. I eat straw with the rest of you. Alright, let's get rid of my Alpha. I feel like trading an Alpha for a Legendary is probably a good trade. So I wonder if I must have been unable to defeat it. I must have had to catch it, because how else would I bring it with me? And here you are, lost one, ready to face your fate atop Mount Coronet. It seems a victorious battle might await you. I'll go where I must. Oh, well said. Now hearken to my words, young ones. Time cannot be severed from space, nor space from time. The being you will encounter at the Temple of Sinnoh is Palkia, ruler of all space. If it is allowed to run wild, space itself will warp and bend here in Hisui, and eventually the very world may be broken. But you have the aid of its counterpart Dialga, the ruler of time, and therein lies hope. Balance will be brought to time and space, and the world can once again be as it should be. Now take Dialga to your side and make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. Bye. I must say, this is quite the intriguing village. Perhaps I'll have a look around before I go. See what your clothier has on offer. Excuse me, is this the time for shopping? Well, I'll hardly have time for shopping if the world ends, will I, young man? Fair point. Try the potato mochi. It's all anyone talks about. All right, Dandy. Once you feel ready, set out. We make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. Yeah, ready as I'll ever be. Oh, actually, tell you what. Let's free up. Let's make sure I've not got any junk in my trunk. Yeah. That should work. Yeah. Let's mosey. Heading outside the village, are we? Stay safe out there, kid. I have to run all the way back up to the... Yeah, okay. It's like, well, we were on our way to go and fight God, but then they got attacked by an Electivire on the way. Because it attacks me every single time we come past here. I managed to get past it that time. Ooh, actually. Dialga, get those rocks for me. Ah! Thank you. It's nice having just a god at your beck and call. It's like, get that tree. Okay. It's just, again, an entire religion sat there going, stop using our god to knock down fruits from a tree. Just the boy I've been waiting for. I know you can buy various sundries at the base camp, but I thought it might be helpful to you if I set up here, closer to the temple. I want to have front row seats so there's a chance to see the world of myth and legend. I'll probably be creeping even closer to the action once the battle actually begins. Yeah, no doubt you will. Oh, but you won't have to worry about me. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. And besides, I know all too well the strength of you and your Pokemon. I've got no doubt you'll have this whole thing tied up in a neat bow before I could possibly be in any danger. You got anything useful to buy? Not really. Yeah. Making the god of time pick apples for me. Exactly. It's... I mean, he's got the time. What else is he going to do? 6 more Ultra Balls. Can't hurt. Because like I said, I'm still pretty sure... Just gonna... There we go. I'm still pretty sure there's two more that I can catch, but I don't know when they show up. After Palkia, I mean. For so long I'd thought that I had to eliminate any outside element that might threaten the people of Jubilite Village. Whether that meant banishing you or seeking to destroy the Pokemon of the temple, I felt it was my only path. But you've shown me that I was wrong to think in such a way. Are you ready for this challenge, recruit? I'm ready to fight. Let's mosey. Hey, Dandy, let's meet tomorrow together. What is that supposed to mean? It's a saying we've got in the Diamond Clan. It means you hope you'll both stay safe. Until tomorrow, at least. After that, it's kind of murky. Perhaps it's worth listening to what the Diamond Clan has to say sometimes as well. We will support you in whatever way we can, though I doubt you'll need it. Dandy, protect Hisui and her people. Protect time and space for her Pokemon. Cool. Alright, let's go catch another god. And then maybe a third and fourth. Like, brother, I've been waiting. Well, good job, brother. You've destroyed the temple. Dad's gonna be furious when he sees this. Look what you did. All those cool statues of all those friendly Pokemon, are all those noble Pokemon are gone. You prick. Yeah, there he is. He's turned into a horse. I knew they had new forms in this. I just didn't know when they showed up. So can I just throw the Origin Ball at him and be done with it? Like, do I actually have to fight it? How does this work? Oh, it's a boss. I see. What am I actually hitting it with? It's a singular, irreplaceable ball, but I've got an infinite number of them. Ow! Okay, he's now doing pulsating rings, which is great fun. You stopped? Okay. I mean, I wasn't expecting this, but I suppose I should have. I'm still not 100% sure what I'm pelting him with. God, he's taken the form of a horse. The strongest of animals. I think I got him. Fairy dust, gotta be. I mean, whatever I was hitting him with, it wasn't the Origin Ball, but... Oh man, that is a cool that's a cool Pokeball effect. Oh, so maybe I get Dialga and Palkia, but I only get the Origin form of one of them. Interesting. That's... I hope there's a way to turn Dialga into Origin form. Because I have like 6 Dialgas. I don't really need another one. But an Origin form Dialga I don't have. I think I have a shiny Dialga. I think I have a shiny Dialga somewhere. I think I've got one in Go. So like Dialga's just nothing to me. Palkia too, mind, but like I said, Origin Palkia is actually quite good. He caught it. He really did it, didn't he? My eyes aren't lying, right? He actually went and caught it. Yes, good old... Oh, good show. What a catch. You contained that fearsome thing in the Origin Ball. Absolutely astounding as ever, Dandy. Thanks, Sinnoh. Formidable as usual, Dandy. Yes. Tearing up. It's just incredibly emotional. So even the commander sheds a tear now and then. Never thought I'd see the day. Yes, what a sight to have witnessed. Yes, stop laughing at the old man crying. Shiny. Yeah, I've got a shiny god. Ouch, what gives, Commander? Not sure I deserved a sumo throw. Well, at least it seems this is no dream. Listen up, all of you. We faced a calamity unlike any we have known, but we were able to overcome it by working as one. This calls for a celebration, a festival for us all. Gather your clans. This will be the greatest celebration history has ever seen. Celebrate with the Diamond Clan? The two clans together, huh? Well, since it turns out we were both following a true almighty Sinnoh of our own, I guess the times when we'd fight over whose was wrong or right are ancient history now. I'm sure our ancestors would be shocked to see us agree, but this way might be the best path forward, protecting the space we all share. Let us celebrate, for today dawns a new day for all those who live in the history region. You think Erika would be like, so why isn't my god talking to me? Why does your one talk to you? Okay, I know this isn't the end of the game, so I don't know if it's just like... Okay, there is definitely more. So I might have to look up... There's definitely, like... That isn't the end of the game. There's definitely a post-game, so I think we'll have to do that. I think this is a good place to stop. We'll go through the credits, obviously, and watch any kind of post-credit thing. But there is definitely more to do. So... Pokemon Legends... Let's have a look. Yes, so there's 8 more story missions. We got loads left. Cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it's not over yet, so it's kind of... Normally I use the credits to sort of go, let's reflect on the game that we just beat. But we haven't beaten the game yet. There's still 8 more missions. There's still a whole post-game. There's still a load of legendaries to go and catch. I haven't done the Pokedex. You know, there's plenty of stuff to do. That was fun, though, so far. I mean, game looks awful, but it's fun. It's the most fun I've had playing a Pokemon game. Well, since New Pokemon Snap, actually. I really liked New Pokemon Snap. But it's the most fun I've had playing a mainline-ish Pokemon game since, like... X and Y, probably? I liked Sword and Shield, but I did get... I haven't actually finished Sword and Shield because I got bogged down. It just kind of wore me... I need to finish the last DLC because I just got bored of playing it. I need to go back at some point and go and catch all the rest of the legendaries from that game. Finished the Pokedex though 3 times in Sword and Shield. That was probably part of the reason why I'm so bored of it. But it gave me some cool crowns, which I think everyone will agree was worth doing. Do I have to watch this? Can I skip? Yeah, of course I have to watch it. Okay. Yeah. I'll tell you why I know, annoyingly, why I know that there's more after this. Apart from the fact, obviously, that, you know, Arceus hasn't shown up yet, and the game's called Arceus. I was looking for... I don't even know what I was looking for. I can't remember what I googled, but I went onto YouTube and I was looking at videos. It was literally I think I was looking up a guide for something, like where to find something. I can't even remember what it was, but like the fourth video was Pokemon Legends Arceus True Final Boss, with just a massive picture of who the final boss is, and it was like, okay, cool, great, thanks for that spoiler. So I know that there is another boss after this, so whatever crowns are for, it was absolutely worth it. Wearing, it was like a literal crown that your character could wear. Oh, this is cute. I mean, it would be cool to have like an actual festival in game, but your Arc phone is beeping. Hey, it's me. Seek out all Pokemon. Don't forget that. You can't go home and see your family until you do. Palkia. Number caught 1. Cool. Well, we caught... Let's go and have a look at our newly caught God Pokemon. Yes, an actual crown. Like, there's a crown... You get a crown for beating the... I think there's a crown for beating each of the 2 DLC Pokedexes. I don't know if I can't remember what you get for beating the main game Pokedex. Maybe you get another crown. I think there's only 2 crowns, though. Maybe you get a t-shirt. Oh, you get the shiny charm for doing the Pokedex in the first game. Yeah, you get the shiny charm for completing the main game, and then you get a crown for doing the Pokedex in each of the 2 DLCs. Good morning, Dandy. It looks like the space-time rift has vanished. The sky's gone back to normal again, which I suppose means we'd better get back to our original mission, completing the Pokedex. We're going to meet in the Survey Corps office to discuss our next steps. See you there soon, Dandy. Lucario out. Okay, I might nip into there because I might want to play some of this between this week and next week, and not being able to level up my Survey Corps stuff would be annoying. Give me my Palkia. Dirt, go in here for a second. I just want to show off my gods. Like, there's one. Oh, he's in normal form. Oh, okay. Maybe I can turn both of them into. Maybe I can turn both of them into horse form. You right? Arr. You good? Yeah, he's good. Look at me. Look how happy I am with my 2 gods. Oh, what a shot. We did it, guys. We saved Sinnoh. Just what Pokemon need? DLCs. Well, I actually prefer the DLCs because the alternative is what they used to do is they would put out like Ruby and Sapphire, and then they would put out Emerald version, which was just Ruby and Sapphire again, but with a bit extra, with extra stuff. So this way, at least I don't have to buy a whole new game. It's just DLC, because the DLC is essentially if they put out Sword Shield and then like Pokemon Armor version or something. The DLC would have been what they would have normally added to that type of game, so I don't mind the DLC. In fact, I hope they add DLC to this game, because this game's quite fun. Next game they'll add loot boxes. I mean, I feel like catching Pokemon is already kind of loot boxy. It's got that same kind of loot box mechanic. Plus getting shinies as well. It's really annoying, because I can't get them both in the middle. They're both... I can sort of get... Hang on. I want to get them both in the middle, so I can... There we go. They both seem very aggressive at attacking. I don't know how I feel about this. Let's just... I want to get a screenshot of this. let's get one of them screaming. No, stop punching me. There we go. Alright, you two, back in your balls. You still got that dishwasher? Mechanical tub. Yes, it'd be annoying if I couldn't level up between this week and next, so I'll just get this mission. So, I trust you enjoyed yourself at the festival. Sure did. Indeed. That only seems natural, given the crowd. I believe last night was the first time I've caught a glimpse of you making merry, Captain. Oh, that's the Leventon. I believe last night was the first time I've caught a glimpse of you making merry, Captain. I believe you must be imagining things. Now, Professor Leventon, to business. What is the current state of progress on the Pokédex? I dare say we've made quite significant progress all in all. Though we could afford to put a little more effort into our research tasks. And of course, it is hard to know how far to go in pursuit of some reports. Certain Pokemon have only been mentioned in Hisui's legends, after all. Who knows if they are even real? With how little we know about Hisui's history and legends, it seems a tall order for us to tackle. Pardon, couldn't help but overhear. Oh, it's you. If it's Hisuian history and legends you want, then I'm your man. Why, I spent plenty of time studying such things instead of... well, also tirelessly doing my work for the Ginkgo Guild. And I visited many of the ruins and whatnot here in the Hisui region already. I imagine I could teach you a thing or two about any Pokemon of legend in these parts. Oh ho, music to my ears, my good fellow. Listen well, Dandy. You are to learn all you can from the merchant Volo, and work together as needed for the sake of the Pokédex. We, meanwhile, will continue to gather intelligence on Pokemon by other means. Understood. I'll set up at Heights Camp then. Dandy, I'll be expecting you. There we go. Besides, I've something I'd like to discuss with you too, so I hope you won't keep me waiting. There we go. Let's stop. We'll stop there then for the day. Oh, hey, I guess he wasn't evil after all. There's still 8 more missions. Cool. Yeah, so we'll stop there. So what I'll try and do as much as I can between this week and next is, I'll try and fill out the Pokédex. Like I don't know how many. There aren't that. I'm thinking about halfway. Pokemon Legends Pokédex. I think it's like 200 and... No, just give me a number, Bulbapedia. Oh, no, Cerebi. Where's Bulbapedia? Will give me a number. 242. So I'm a little under halfway. That's quite upsetting. Okay. I will try and fill in as much of the Pokédex as I can. I don't know whether there's a cutscene for finishing the Pokédex. I know you get a shiny charm for getting level 10 with all 242 Pokemon. But I don't know if there's a scene where Arceus sends me home so I can go and be with my family. But yeah, there is at least a campaign to finish and legendaries to catch, so we should do that next week. Probably do a normal Saturday stream next week rather than an all-day one, so maybe just start at 6. I don't think we're going to need more than 6 hours to finish this, to be honest, so we'll just do a normal Saturday, I think. Yeah, and we'll call it there. I'll try and get some money as well, so I can, level up. Well, level up, get some new moves, do all sorts of shiz. I guess I don't have to worry about power leveling my team now because they're all under-leveled. So hopefully we won't get in a situation where I can't beat a friggin' Clefable. Because that was frustrating and embarrassing. Freaking Clefable. It's like so close to beating it each time. Anyway, next stream's Monday. We're going to play Sonic. I don't know which Sonic we're going to play. Probably Sonic 4. Maybe Sonic Racing. I don't know. I'll see how I feel tomorrow when I'm putting the schedule together. So, Monday, 8 p.m. If I see you then, I will see you then. Otherwise, I shall see you when I see you. I've been Jack Dandy, and you've all been just Dandy. Till next time, good night.